The Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Good morning, everybody. It is Friday, November 9th, 8th, 2024. And we are coming to you live. I had a little panic moment last night.
What happened?
My wife said something and made me look at the calendar, and then I realized the weekend she was asking me about was her birthday.
Oh.
That's coming up. Which double panicked me because Galvin's birthday is before that.
It is. Mine's Thursday, and your wife's is what, Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday.
Yeah.
I need to do something. I need to plan something. Ugh.
Is it a big birthday?
No.
Oh, okay.
But she was like, I go, what do you want for your birthday? And she's like, I sent you a bunch of things. And I go,
no.
Okay, you sent me a crock pot. I'm not buying you a crock pot for your birthday.
Love a good crock pot.
I love a crock pot.
I mean, I love a good crock pot too, but I don't want to get her one for her birthday. It's like buying her a vacuum.
But you can buy her a crock pot if she wants a crock pot, and then get her something else as well.
And also, you buy her the crock pot, and then you put something in it.
Oh, yeah.
Idiot!
Like vegetables? Good idea.
You buy the crock pot, you put something expensive in it, you close it, you seal it, and then she turns it on and burns whatever's in
That's
it.
it. Melts the gold.
Yeah.
This chili tastes weird.
This chili tastes like a purse.
That's I think I was going to do, go to the Golden Diamond Stores. But she also wants, Carmen, Lululemon makes sweatpants.
Yeah.
She wants those
Fill the
too.
crock pots with sweatpants.
No.
I got to tell you, not that, I mean, obviously your wife was already into Lululemon, but I was talking to her yesterday and I was wearing my Lululemon quarter zip that I think you guys got me for my birthday or Christmas or something. And I told her, I go, I love this thing. I go, it's the perfect weight. It's the perfect size. You know, whenever you have just a thing that fits you perfectly and you're like, oh, I love this thing.
Yeah.
I didn't know they made stuff for guys. I thought it was just.
no.
What, you call me queer?
Yeah. That's a nice ladies vest you got on there.
No,
I
listen.
know.
Che, I got a pair of joggers from Lululemon.
Queer.
Yeah.
And that is and that is all he can talk about. He loves I gotta tell you, I don't know what they do. It's a cult though.
Did they
for
always
sure.
make guy stuff, or that's
Yeah,
like,
they make a bunch of ladies 6'4", 200-some pound lady stuff.
I did not know that.
Yeah, they make a bunch of
I might have to
running
try some
stuff
out.
and,
That's nice.
And listen, I don't care what anyone tells you because I tried to tell myself, and but the dupes on Amazon,
no good.
they're good. They're good until you put on the Lululemon.
You're right.
You can't put on a Lululemon and then put on the dupe and be like it's the same. You got to kind of like space it out and just only wear your Lululemon.
So you forget
like,
what it feels like.
Exactly. But then you put it back on and you're like, oh, all my other stuff is trash. It's far superior.
It is. It's nice.
I'm gonna buy myself some leggings today.
Yeah, but it is expensive.
Can you imagine if Gio walked in here and Lululemon would be like, what are you doing?
So this is something that I did not know.
We would accept you.
Yeah, thank you.
We just yell queer. I said that the other day on the air. Somebody said about voting, and I don't know, maybe as a joke, you were like, I'm voting for Kamala Harris, and I went queer, like, because I was mocking other people. Oh, man, some lady called up that night and was like, you said, and then you said queer. I was like, oh, we're joking.
Yeah, I nailed that guy with it. The guy that called and said, listen, Trump is president. We all just need to be able to get along, and had this whole long monologue, and then we all stopped, and I just went, queer. And even he laughed. I mean, it's funny.
Yeah. People have really lost their sense of humor when they're mad.
Dude, I'll tell you what. I've been going through social media and seeing some of the chains of people melting down.
Oh, it's pretty good.
It is pretty good. It is wild. And there's one girl that's like, if you can't believe what America did, clap your hands. If you can't, and then she grabs her pillow and she goes, ah! And screams, and some guy put it to House of Pain, and it's like, it's so funny.
Yeah, I don't listen. If Trump would have lost, there's no way I'm screaming into a pillow.
Yeah, right.
Like, all right,
you get up the next day and you do whatever. By the way, I have a couple things coming up in news about that you're definitely going to want to hear. It is unbelievable.
Listen,
Unbelievable.
you don't scream at pills, you just storm the Capitol.
Yeah.
Beat up people.
I mean, that's the way you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're going to do it right.
Right.
Take a
Damn right.
podium. Come on, let's go.
Hell yeah.
I have bad news.
What's your bad news?
I was very depressed. I got the call yesterday.
You are not going.
After I spent $150 on ammo.
Oh, no. You know who else is going to be depressed? Ian.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to take him. So
Yeah.
you're not going pheasant hunting now?
So the property. The what?
Snubbed.
No, the property that they do the pheasant hunting on is still underwater from the hurricane. So they
And you were supposed to go this weekend?
Yeah, they were. They said it would be a last minute call, and so they rescheduled it for December.
Is it out by like Tampa Shooting Clays? That's where
No,
you're- okay.
it's way up north.
Because that whole area out there on like Aaron Cutoff to like
Still
52, it's still flooded really
Really?
bad. Yeah.
'Cause I was telling about going out to the shooting clays this weekend.
I don't know about that area, but like behind like the Connerton area and stuff, it's still pretty bad out there.
The preserve over here is still flooded. I went to run over there the other day. And went in about 20 feet, and it was just a swamp. And I went, all right, well, I guess I'm going to go somewhere else then.
The state park in Seminole is still closed off.
Yeah.
Because it's all flooded and stuff.
Yeah, so I got my Bobby Bacala outfit, which Steve Sharippa sent me a little heart yesterday. On
Oh, did he?
Instagram.
That's great.
I got my Bobby Bacala outfit. I had to put away last night, and then I went and bought ammo. Man, who's drinking? Is that you, Carmen? You little loudy.
Sorry.
I don't care. I got confused.
Grumpy Gringo.
I was shaking my my sea stuff.
Your what?
My sea stuff.
She's drinking seaweed and salt.
Yeah.
And who knows what?
You just put
Horse pepper and
No.
But that smells wonderful.
I thought she's meant like the C word.
oh no.
No.
What, Chad?
Oh yeah, I drink him every night.
All right.
What? Oh, okay, sorry.
Would I watch that porno?
Carmen and Chad, 100%.
You would.
I don't know.
Not knowing them or knowing
No,
them?
knowing them.
Oh,
Like now.
100%.
Well, I mean, yes.
You could not get to it fast enough.
Yeah.
If you came in and you were like, you're not going to believe this, yes, I would watch it. But then if I had it,
But
like,
Carmen accidentally sent me.
could I watch it and enjoy it sexually?
100%.
Oh, I don't know.
You're welcome.
Get out of here.
You're welcome.
Of course you could.
No, I think it would be too weird.
Nah.
I don't want to see Chad naked. It would be it would make me feel
Sexy.
bad.
I could do it in the room with him.
Yeah, wait.
It'd be intimidating.
That's what I'm saying, Joe. It might be a little intimidating. It might be able to make me feel bad about myself.
And then you'd think about the next time you see him.
Yeah.
And then
Honestly,
that's all you're
Touch
thinking
his
of.
knee.
I don't like abs in my pornos.
Right. I want a guy to be average.
Yeah,
I
I
want my
need-
guy to look like a clam fell on the floor.
Yeah.
What about girls with abs in your pornos?
No.
Oh, I love that.
Do you really?
I love muscly girls. Like fit girls. I mean,
Like with a really pretty girl face? Yes.
whatever.
Yeah.
So you just like dudes, is what you're saying, Calvin.
I mean, we're all thinking it. We're all thinking it,
That's what
Carmen.
I'm saying. I like
Yeah.
No, listen. I like
muscle mommies?
I like all kind of girls, but I love muscle mommies too. Yeah.
God, I like a strong jawline in a woman. I don't mind. Yeah.
5 o'clock
Men.
shadow.
No,
You're
that's not a jawline. That is not a jawline.
I like them to have like nice abs that go all the way down to their penis. All right. Wait a second.
It's very revealing. Very revealing.
There's plenty of that out there, so you should be
Yeah,
good.
there is.
Yeah. Wear put on some Lululemon.
That never comes across my line. Definitely knows what I'm into. Except every once in a while I put grandma stuff in there because I don't like young girls in my pornos. So like if I see a girl and she looks like she's too young, I don't mean like underage. I mean like in her early 20s. I'm like, that's not a woman. That's a kid.
Yep.
And I get grossed out by that. So then sometimes my algorithm, it's like hot grandmas. I'm like, well, that's a little crazy. Too.
But still, in porn, grandma, they had that one series on Netflix. There was a 27-year-old who was labeled as grandma in porn.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll take that. I'm just saying, like, my algorithm sometimes will show me somebody's real grandmother.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm like, I'm not interested.
There's some abs, right?
That's a little much for me, guys.
That's a little much?
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I don't think she's unattractive. I just don't need to see
Joe,
that.
what do you think?
Joe?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's attractive. But I mean, it seems a little too
Masculine?
angular.
Too much?
Well,
Like
maybe,
girls who work out, I definitely think are hot. Then you see them naked like that, and you're like, well, they got a lot of muscles. Yeah.
But the funny thing is I think it's a little misleading because if she's next to me, she doesn't look big. You know what I mean? Like you think she looks really muscular and
If
stuff.
I'm staring down on top of a girl and she's got 6-pack of abs firing back at me,
But she's tiny.
Right. That's the thing. That's the thing is if I'm standing next to her, she doesn't look like she's big and muscular. She just looks really fit.
Yeah.
And she has to be flexing to like show that. You know what I mean? Like when muscle girls are just standing there.
Yeah.
They're not defined like that.
Plus,
Like
whenever
that
you
is
see
pose.
whenever you see like a muscle mommy wearing like one of the little black dresses with heels and stuff, you're like, God damn.
That's hot.
You're doing it.
Dressed is hot.
And you know how much work they put into it,
and you
too?
you see their calves. You know what else is? I find like I want to say something to women sometimes because I feel like they work their hard,
right?
Work their ass off. Like women who are in their 50s who will raise their arm and have like a solid arm. And I want to go, damn, you killed that, man. You really worked that out.
Yeah, you can as long as you don't do your heavy breathing. And
you got nice arms, lady.
What's your Instagram?
You know what I was thinking about the other day? That guy, the dealer from the boat when I went on the cruise that asked my wife for her Instagram. Yeah. He's like, when I didn't even ask her for it, said, I looked you up on Instagram, Calta, right?
Oh, man.
I should have snapped that guy's neck.
Yeah, you didn't, though.
Because I was afraid he'd beat me up.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was from a foreign country. They're
very inappropriate.
Very handsome, very tough, yeah.
Oh, was he handsome, too?
I mean, probably more handsome than me.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like, he, you know,
was your
suave dealer.
Flattered about it, or did
she was kind of grossed out by it. Like she told me immediately.
That's the correct response.
No, he's not even a real dealer. Cruise ship dealer. They don't count.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he's not working in Vegas.
No, come on.
Oh, he's probably on the run from the law and stuff.
Yeah.
Exciting. That's
Cruise ship-
exciting for ladies.
In my country, I was spy.
I look at cruise ship dealer just like I look at cruise ship comic.
I look at cruise ship dealer like I look at cruise ship cook. They're the same people. They just change the uniforms in the day and the night.
That guy brought me dessert 2 hours ago.
Right.
By the way, while you guys are talking, I'm just looking at all these muscle mommies.
What should have been the move? Should I have said something to him? Like, I also didn't want to get him fired because I feel like I get it also.
Yeah.
Because was he being aggressive about it?
Yeah,
or was
he said, so she was playing blackjack at the table. I was there too. And the next day when I wasn't there, he said, you're not on Instagram? She goes, I am. And he goes, I looked you up. Calta, right? I couldn't find you. And she was like, oh, no, yeah, I'm there. And
did she say what her Instagram was?
No,
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
So he probably got the name from the CPAS.
from her name, from her card.
Right.
That's weird.
That's creepy.
That seems like a violation. Right?
Yeah.
It's not like a HIPAA thing, but it's still like, that's maybe you don't use the guest information for your own pleasure.
But that's also why they don't put your room number on your card.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think about it and I'm like, I don't really want to get him fired. I mean, I am a guy. I've done some scummy things like that too to married women back in the day, but I don't know. I was there. I still feel like I should have hit him once.
Yeah.
And then he would have hit me twice and it would have been really sad.
You kind of bitched out.
Oh my
I did.
God.
And the problem
That's
is,
why he's still thinking about it.
you're right.
Yeah.
And I'll never see Anwar again.
No. He got the best of you.
Yeah,
You'll be looking for him this April. You'll be looking for him.
I did complain about it on Twitter and they gave me a $25 credit, but I don't feel like that was worth it.
He tells all of his friends, he's like, yeah, the husband was sitting right there.
Yeah.
He's like, he did nothing.
I cocked him.
Yep.
You cannot be married to this fat, stupid mold man.
Like,
No, I
where's
did
the
not like
husband? He's
that
like,
at
he was
all.
right at the table. I looked him right in his face.
You know what?
Really? Yeah.
Now you're getting him
I told him what was
Everybody
up.
has to die now. Next time I go on a boat, I'm just beating up the first dealer.
He did nothing. He went to get Starbucks
Oh,
instead.
as soon as I saw him, he wasn't going to do anything. That's who I picked.
I took my shot.
Yep. Bobby Kelly is in Cuba, where a hurricane is ready to hit
Oh,
Cuba.
boy.
It already went through.
Boy.
Did it really?
The whole power grid's down. Yeah. I was just reading an article about it.
Carmen,
Yeah.
can you try and call him?
Yeah.
Do they? I don't know if they have cell service over there, how that works out.
The article I read yesterday where it said the entire Cuban power grid was down and like X amount of people had no power.
Good. You and Ari and no power.
It was like a category.
Didn't you say you wanted to go down there, Michael?
Yes.
Aren't you glad you didn't?
No, I am very glad because I said to him, I go, oh, so you and Ari are going on vacation to Cuba. I want to go to Cuba. And he goes, so come. And I go, no, I don't want to come when you say it like that. And he goes, come. And he goes, I know you. You won't take off of work. And I went, you're right. I won't. But still, if you would have said to me 2 days in Cuba, I might have gone. But now I'm not going to be secondhand invited, and especially since the power grid is down.
Headline, main headline, Hurricane Rafael knocks out entire Cuban power grid as Category 3 hurricane battles island.
Good.
I can tell you, his phone didn't even ring.
No cell service.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Good for him.
Devastating blow to Cuba.
Next time
And
we see
Bobby
Bobby,
Kelly.
he's dressed like Fidel. All right, so yeah, I mean, Ian Finance would be a good best friend. new best friend.
Oh, seems a lot of fun.
Yeah, because I get really lonely. I can be like, "Hey, Ian, what's up?"
He's definitely touching your BH.
Yeah, but you're scared.
But you're not ready.
But you're scared of girls with abs.
Right.
Totally fine with 70s baseball pitcher, but
I'm not surprised he wears Lululemon.
Who was he?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I thought he was a good guest yesterday. He was very funny.
He's very funny.
What?
I'm reading more Cuban stuff in Cuba.
Oh, tell me.
It's bad, man.
Oh,
as he's laughing about it, the devastation to Cuba.
There's no power. They're concerned they're going to run out of food because all the blackouts.
Oh.
So they're opening like makeshift soup kitchens in the streets. I'm not even kidding.
How long has this been happening?
It just it hit yesterday.
Okay. And they're already worried about not having enough food?
Yeah, because based on like deliveries and
Bobby's
stuff.
there.
Yeah.
Dude, I had to eat a dog.
Oh, Ari's eaten dog like 10 times, so I didn't feel so bad eating it. Yeah.
Over 200,000 people have been evacuated from their homes.
Oh, my God.
And they're saying pretty much the entire power grid on the island is out, gone.
Oh, what's he going to do? How's he getting out of there?
I don't know.
And that doesn't seem like something that they're going to be able to fix quickly.
Right. Cuba doesn't seem like they have emergency response teams ready to go.
Yeah, this all hit yesterday.
That is
Heavy
funny.
flooding in many areas, down trees. Basically, a lot of stuff that like happened here. It was a Category 3 hurricane.
He didn't even call me during the hurricane. Look at me being all concerned for him.
Maybe he tried.
Oh, is this him on line one? Hold on. Mike Calta Show, good morning. My bad, Carmen. My bad.
It's okay.
No, I understand now.
Yeah.
I figured it would be Sporkle waiters, but you never know. Somebody might have called in with some information about Cuba that could save my best friend. Maybe somebody's got a plane. They could fly over there. Bobby could float in the water, and they could go by and hook him. Just hook him and pick him up and fly him over to Key West.
How long was he supposed to be there?
I only like 2 days. Yeah, he went at the worst time you could ever go.
Yeah. I mean, they were predicting that was going to hit Cuba for like a week.
Yeah, they were.
It was all.
Dude, should I be worried? I would have been like, no, you're fine.
Yeah.
You're fine. Go ahead.
Season's almost over.
Hurricane Rafael plunges Cuba into another nationwide blackout.
Oh my God.
It's the top headlines on most major news sources.
Well.
Hurricane Rafael wreaks havoc in Cuba,
Yeah. Well,
deepening the island's major electricity crisis.
I'm looking for a new best friend. If you're available, if you're funny, and you're a little bit opposite of me, it's perfect. That's so funny. Although I got to tell you, it seems Pete is back.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Pete's taking a
Turn the corner?
Well, his son moved back here, so he doesn't have to travel as much, and his business is kind of humming on its own right now. And I think he's single again, so that always helps. So I think we're going out tonight. Well, we're going out tonight,
Right.
but I'm going out, I think, afterwards. So we have our early dinner tonight.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm making it.
Why?
Yeah.
Honestly.
Carmen.
Yeah.
Who is going?
Me and you?
I'm going to take a roll call. Gio? Are you going tonight?
I don't think so.
Oh, what is the determining factor?
You're talking to me or Carmen?
You.
How you feel
He's
later
talking
today?
to you.
Yeah, I'm tired right now.
Right.
It's a long, long day, and then
I mean, it's just dinner.
yeah, but you gotta go all the way to the Hard Rock, and then it's just it's a big thing.
I'll tell everybody where we're eating dinner now.
Oh, sorry.
Just let the world know what's going on.
I bet they'll find us.
Now the lines are going to be lining up now.
Because nobody knows that we ever go to the Hard Rock.
Right. Carmen, what is your plan?
So Chamberlain played last night.
Right. How'd they do?
And Friday, not great. They did not win, and they just kind of came flat. But they did get beat by an undefeated team.
Okay.
So
we'll accept that.
Yeah, it wasn't crazy. They played flat. So anyway, I was up until I didn't go to bed till 12:30 last night. And then on top of that, after this, I do have to go to my other job today.
You do?
Yeah. So it's just going to be Gio, it's just going to be a long day. And then on top of that, I am just dead.
It's weird to see corporate Carmen.
Yeah, office cubicle Carmen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like it, but I got my paycheck today, which is double the one I get from here. So it makes it worth it.
How can that be possible?
Yeah.
You're
asking me the question I ask myself every other Friday.
let's run through this.
Carmen.
Your paycheck
Yes.
from this show
Yes.
is I have an idea of how much money you make. Mm-hmm. And then you're telling me that this new job, your paycheck is double what you make here.
Almost double, yes.
So question, and don't get mad at me because I'm not suggesting this.
Yeah.
But why don't you leave here and go just do that?
So again, Galvin did ask this question earlier,
Right.
and I can explain it. So, and I'm not.
I don't want you to. I'm not saying that. If I were you, though, I'd be like, forget that place.
Right, but I can also, and I will tell people I'm working in insurance. I got my insurance license, like the one Chad has, and it's a 610, 620, all lines.
You did say it was busy season.
It is hurricane season. So that is one of the reasons why I was able to get on this roster and kind of learn, get learned experience.
By the way, does anybody else hate that Carmen's using the lingo, the 610, 620, and then on the roster?
Yeah.
Get out of here. Shut up.
But so that's like the major learning curve, and that's why I have to go to the office. But basically, that because it is storm season, they pay very well.
Okay.
And so I don't know what the pay is after storm season, because right now I'm getting paid hourly. But after
will you go work at a kiosk for like Christmas when this is over?
No.
You ever go shopping for Christmas and your teacher's working at a kiosk? Somewhere?
Yeah.
Like, hey, Mrs. Jones.
But I can tell you, because I applied for it a year ago, and the day I started my insurance job, I got accepted for Shipped. So after
Shipped.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Delivering groceries.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's great.
come on.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's ridiculous.
But it took a year. But Chad was doing it because there wasn't a storm last season, and he was waiting to get his teacher certificate type of thing.
Right.
So he was doing it like just to kind of have an income coming in. And I was
Again,
like,
I don't like people with abs getting my food.
Yeah. I don't want him
groceries.
I don't want him sending me a note. These would be healthier.
Yeah, no.
No, but he was getting groceries, but I was going with him and I was doing it with him, and I was having a lot of fun. I really like grocery shopping, and I was like, oh, I'll just get it just so, because then I was thinking I would do it for like Thanksgiving and Christmas because we're off for a week or 2 weeks. So it's just something for me to get up and do, but also have more income because I need more income. It's expensive to live, and this job does not pay my bills. So I have to have another job. And luckily, like I said, the insurance job does make up for it. And again, hopefully I don't have to work year round. I can just work 2 to 3 months during storm season.
I got to be honest with you, Carmen. I got 2 words for you. OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Get it
I don't
done.
want to do that. I'm not.
If you could shop naked, that would probably make
I
double
don't
your
think
income at one time.
Yeah.
Don't you already have the account? It's just not live?
Yes. I have my name.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gio knows. He searched it.
Yeah,
He searched it.
you want to know why? Because Dizzy threatened to start putting up random photos of me, and I was like, So I created it so Dizzy couldn't get my name.
Dizzy's in the studio. Carmen, can you pick up that pen over there?
Yeah.
Taking pictures.
Carmen, who would you be mad if you found out they made more money than you on the bone?
I honestly know pretty much everyone's salary.
How? How do you know? I don't know everybody's salary. How do you know everybody's salary?
Because I talk to people and I don't know, but
They
I mean,
tell you?
But just the other day, like Galvin has a very good guess of what my salary is, and he says he makes 4 times the amount of me. So I have a pretty
I
good
didn't
guess.
say 4 times.
Yes, you did. Because Gio said, "Oh, you make double," and you go more like 4 times.
Did you say it like Mr. Howell?
Yeah, he literally.
By the way, I didn't say more like 4 times. I said more than 4 times.
Yeah. Right. So again, I have a pretty good guess of around about what you make because you have a good guess about round about what I make. I know, you know what I mean? I know Mike, and I don't know Mike, but again, I have a good guess.
What was your guess?
I don't know. No.
She's embarrassed to say.
No, I just because he's gonna lie about it. No matter what I say, I'm not gonna get an answer from him. And then I'm under contract. I can't say anything.
Why is Galvin Mr. Howell when he talks, and I am an old vampire? I cannot tell you nothing.
Carmen,
make about 4 times, love you.
if you watch the YouTube channel, Joe puts up Mike's pay stubs all the time.
All the time.
Bank account information.
I know.
That's how Galvin owns my house.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and then on top of that, I just talk to other people. So I just, I get it, and it is what it is, and it's for the love of the, whatever. It's it's the experience, and someone would do it. Someone would do it for less.
It's a great opportunity, Carmen.
Yeah,
That's the problem, is that somebody will do it for less.
Yeah.
So it's a hard job to have, but also you get to a certain point where you're like, I'm done with that.
Right, and that's kind of where I'm not like there, but I am. I'm starting to walk towards that.
Man.
Instead of waiting, I'm not going to
Stay out of the light, Caroline.
Listen, I'm not going to be a 2-jobber. Okay,
You already had 3 jobs.
Yes, but I'm in my 30s. I'm not going to be a 2-jobber.
Yeah.
So eventually, I'm going to pick the job that pays me more.
Oh man,
1 foot out the door.
But I don't want it that way. I would
I don't want it that way either.
I want this job. But again,
you know how many emails I'm going to get? No, you should pay her more.
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, it's not Mike who signs my checks, but at the same time, I'm not going to work 2-3 jobs. I'm not like Gio. I don't love this to my core.
I've heard recently that I can make you full-time or part-time. That's been the new rumor.
But the good thing is, Carmen, is last time we had this discussion, Mike went and talked to the management, right? Like you said you were going to do?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
It was not good.
I didn't go well.
Right. Wow.
Yeah, I trust me because I've had that conversation as well. And when I got my second job, they congratulated me on my second job.
Nice work.
Yeah. They said, "Oh, congratulations! I'm just happy you didn't get into so and so like everybody else." And I went,
man.
"Okay, cool."
What do you mean, OnlyFans?
No,
What?
Real estate.
real estate.
Oh, real
Yeah,
estate,
they're like, "I'm just happy you didn't get into real estate like all the other." I was like, "Okay, cool."
Yeah.
That's my answer.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
told them you got a second job, and they said, smart move.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, again, I know they're like, that's what it is. Okay, cool.
I mean, it is hard to argue. Not in your case, Carmen, because you should be compensated for the actual amount of time that you work. Because people, people are always like, you guys only work 4 hours a day, and then we go, no, we don't. If you only knew, but for the most part, we do only work 4 hours a day. But Carmen doesn't.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
That's why That's why I'm on your side.
Yeah. And again, I'm not asking to make what Mike makes. I'm not asking to make what Galvin makes. I'm not even asking to make half of what Galvin makes.
She just said you guys make too much.
I'm asking to make a wage that I can live off of, that I can
dare you.
support myself.
How dare
I'm asking to make enough that I don't need a second job and I could afford maybe 1 vacation a year.
Who'd you vote for?
Oh man.
I don't vote because I don't believe in the system.
Well, then you can't complain.
That's the problem.
Again, this has nothing to do with that.
That's why
Well,
you're
there's a lot
broke.
to do.
But I'm just, no, this has everything to do with this company.
Oh, no.
Me and my wife had we had like a half-hour talk last night, just the two of us with no TV on.
No.
Yeah, it was like a real talk.
Like a debate?
Yes. It was like
About politics?
my wife was questioning my character about how I believe in one thing but voted for another, and I was like, listen, there's a bigger picture. I can't base the good of the country because of an abortion bill, And she's like,
nobody's gonna give you 100% of what you want, so you take as much as you can on. Yeah.
And then it carried on from there. I had to make sure it didn't boil over. We ended good. It was good, but it was like an old school. And then my daughter came in and played the piano, and we all sang along with her. That's what it was like. It was like we didn't have TV
In the parlor.
Yeah, it was like we didn't have TV, and we just sang old hymns at the end of the night.
Give your wife some of the knockoff Lululemon. See how she feels about that.
No.
Then go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who do you want to be president?
Right, exactly.
Well, Carmen, I wish you well in your future endeavors.
Thanks, Gio.
Oh.
You as well.
Yes, thank you.
Carmen,
Congratulations on your third job.
I can honestly say I will be utterly embarrassed if you deliver my groceries.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so awkward.
But listen, if you
you're
see
not
me
coming to dinner tonight is what you're
tip me
saying.
well. Yeah, no, probably not. I am exhausted, and I do have to work my other job. And
Hell
I'm not. Yeah, no.
I feel like your boy
to buy Carmen off.
I feel like you're boycotting now.
No, I'm just so tired. Like I said, I didn't go
So
to bed.
tired that you turned down a great dinner. That
Carmen,
doesn't seem very Carmen of you.
I can afford it with my paycheck. That's twice as much as I get here.
what if you get it in the cash value and just do that? Can they do that for
I'll
you?
do that.
Yeah, I'll take that all day, baby.
Yeah, let's
Same.
do that.
But like I said, I am just so tired.
Would you be upset if Monica made more money than you?
No, because she technically works 2 jobs. She does traffic and the Roger and JP show.
You know that they're not paying her for both jobs.
I'm aware,
No,
but that's what I'm saying. If
she's there from 4 until 2 or whatever.
right. So that would make sense. But again, I know she wouldn't make much more.
Interesting.
Yeah, but Monica's so little they don't have to pay her that much.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Plus, gumdrops are not expensive.
Cheap.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
Like I can tell you this. I know how much John Senning makes.
You do?
Yes.
How do you
tell us.
find that out?
Because him and I are friends.
You guys share notes?
Yeah.
So
And
That's colluding.
would
Carmen,
you be very,
can I
would you be
text?
mad?
Can I text you and see if I know?
sure.
All right.
So you make more than he does?
No,
No,
he makes more. He makes more, but Galvin, you're saying it in the wrong tone.
Why? What do you mean?
No, you're wrong.
High
We're-
or low?
We're a lot closer. Him and I are
okay.
a lot closer.
Okay, so then he is.
Oh, but he's featured. How can he be close?
Right. But, yeah.
So then
We're-
he's that.
No.
Carmen,
You're
would
in
it help
between.
you if I
You're right
call
in
it
between.
the
Oh,
Mike
okay.
Calta Show featuring Carmen?
Yeah.
I don't think
I'll change
so.
it up. I'll change it up if you want.
But again, because it's just Drew and John, John does have a lot more endorsements. So that's just base. But with his endorsements, it's
Gotcha.
probably more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But again, and then, so with that, because I'm after Mike and after Galvin and then after whoever else, that's why I only have 2 endorsements.
I gotta tell you, I would give you more endorsements. I heard you the other day. I heard your commercial where you'd rather swallow than spit, and I was like,
Right.
give her more money.
Listen, that's
give
what I'm
her
saying.
more money.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, but listen, I got a free pair of shoes on Instagram. So there are things. I get it. Listen,
Yeah.
there are benefits. Without this job, I wouldn't have been able to help Chamberlain in the way that I did.
Carmen, if you
football
can't afford shoes, I can get you shoes.
Yeah.
See, Galvin?
Yeah.
What can I do? You need a new roof, a new air conditioner?
But that's what
help you out.
So I do know there are benefits from this job, and I really do enjoy working here. I do like this job.
Carmen, let me pitch you on this. What if I call Weather Type Mike and he hires you on the weekends?
Oh, think of all
Can you
the
install
cookies.
Windows? Yeah, take all the cookies, Carmen.
I can make the cookies. Listen, I'll make cookies.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Carmen, the director of cookies at
Yeah.
Weather Tight Windows. That's not a bad gig.
Listen, I got to tell you, I'm good with this job and my insurance job. I'm good, but I am tired and I am going to skip dinner.
Oh,
I have to start thinking about who's going to replace Carmen.
yeah.
Why? I just told you don't.
If you're missing a dinner, that means the end is near.
Yeah, it's a bad look.
Yeah.
You're not going either, idiot. Shut up.
Hey, he works 2 jobs. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
I do too. I work 3. I hate it here. I hate it here so much.
Don't try to outjob me.
I don't have to try, Gio. I am.
I gotta tell you, ever since she got her 3rd job, her voice is a little grating.
Little
Yeah,
much,
little
yeah, little much, yeah.
Listen, I'll take a cash buyout for tonight's dinner.
Yeah.
John wants to just Venmo me the money.
So you're not going, Gio,
I don't think so.
and Carmen, you're not going.
I don't think so.
Galvin, you are going.
I am going.
Joe? Oh,
Probably not.
man.
Oh, it's just
Another free dinner guy?
Did you
Yeah,
guys
well,
have
I'm
a
gonna-
meeting or what?
Yeah, what do you want me to Uber from St. Pete to the Hard Rock and then back?
Hey, don't say we're going to Hard Rock.
I'll spend twice the amount of money that it's going to cost for a steak. Come on.
wow.
So it's just me and you, Galvin.
Yeah, all
we
right.
should bring girls.
Okay.
Not our wives, just girls.
No, muscle
Wait.
man.
Yeah, yeah. I'll bring a granny. You bring a muscle mommy.
All right.
It's just gonna be the table of people that make all the money.
Yeah.
Listen, to me, we got more room at the table.
Yeah. Now we don't have to talk to you poors.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's me, you, John, and Olivero.
Oh yeah. Carmen, add those
I
salaries.
might see if John. I might see if John Senning wants to go.
Yeah.
He's not a guy who looks at gift horse in the mouth.
He is at our table yet?
Yeah,
though?
he don't make your money.
I don't think he's at our
Oh no! I was going to take him as my plus one.
Oh,
yeah. No,
He's like
not
30 grand short of that table.
Not an OG.
Oh, Gio, come on.
crazy.
30.
Yeah, more
I
like-
should have went higher. I
Okay.
should have went higher.
Come on.
You,
I bet you John has 2 refrigerators.
you're a
max.
bit off.
I should have went higher.
Yeah.
Mike's always talking about how much money.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's take a break.
Big highfalutin
Hey,
dinners.
Carmen, seriously,
Yes.
do me a favor. When you go in telling us what we have to give away,
Yeah.
if you need anything, take
I don't have time to go to anything.
Oh, okay.
I'll be working my other job.
Put him on StubHub.
You can work remotely from TSO.
All right, we'll take a break. Sporkle's next. It's the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Right now, we got a lot of stuff to give away. Carmen, what is that stuff?
We do. We have tickets for Pink, OAR, Next Big Thing, Monster Jam, Thomas Rhett, and The Tailgate.
All right, let's do it right now. A little bit of Sporkle. Here we go. I had to tell you something. I can't remember what it was.
Me?
No, but it still blows my mind that Bam Margera is coming in here, even though he's been here before.
Yeah, right.
Because I was such a big fan of Viva La Bam.
Yeah.
Carmen is the keeper of Sporkle. Pap is your judge and scorekeeper. Carmen, what are we playing today?
Today we're going to be playing 10-letter words in TV shows. So I'm going to give you part of a television title.
Okay.
And you're going to give me the missing word that is 10 letters.
What TV show has a 10-letter missing word? Okay. All right.
There's a lot of them.
Right.
There's over 20 of them.
All right.
Don't get mad at me.
I'm not just explaining.
Let's do it.
All right. Your first one of Superman.
Adventures.
Mike Calta. Wives.
Desperate.
Blank Wives. 2010 to present.
Housewife?
Basketball Wives. Dreams. 92 to 96.
American.
That's a good guess.
Blank Dreams. 92 to 96.
Oh, you already said that.
California.
That's part of America.
Good job.
Half point.
No point.
Oh, okay.
The Young Indiana Jones.
Chronicles.
Yes. Yes.
Rigged against me.
You get the point. WKRP.
Cincinnati.
Pap.
Michael.
Any integrity or no?
Oh, I heard me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Mike gets the point.
Joe's the worst.
I think you're pretty good, Joe.
Okay, your next one, Survivor, 2016 to 2019.
Reunion.
All Stars.
Blank Survivor. Designated Survivor. Upstairs. 71 to
Neighbors.
75. Upstairs, blank.
What did you say?
71 to 75. Upstairs, downstairs.
Oh.
A dumb show.
Probably British.
Yeah.
Rules of. Yes, Pap.
Galvin.
No way.
That was Galvin.
The judge
Oh.
and the judge said.
Unbelievable. No, actually, 100% believable. You scumbag.
It's rigged.
Let's make them up.
It 100% was.
Good job, dude.
Okay. Sucks.
Joe. Oh, not 10 letters.
Only 3.
2018. Blank
Vampire.
sucks.
I don't know.
Everything sucks. And Pap. We are halfway there.
Galvin and Gio are both on the board with a single point, and Michael is your leader. He's winning with 2.
I hate you so much.
Oh, man.
You can be a hater.
Nah, it's okay. Big Dick will show me the video later how you're wrong. Like the last 2 videos he sent.
That's fine.
Big dick's against you.
I knew that.
That sounded like a bad sentence.
All right.
All right, 10-letter missing word from TV shows. Your next one, Fred and Friends.
Flintstone.
Oh, that was Gio.
I heard Galvin.
Maybe. I'll take it.
My Little Pony is magic. 2010 to 2019.
Where's the blank?
My Little Pony, blank, is magic.
Marigold.
I guess.
Adventures.
I already had that word.
Okay.
Friendship is magic. Your next one, Star Trek, The Next
Generation.
Geo, The Real of New York
Housewives.
City. Mike Calta. Mission,
Impossible.
Geo, The Hulk.
Incredible.
Get Galvin. Dexter's.
Laboratory.
Mike Calta. Great cartoon. Kitchen.
Impossible.
Nightmares.
Mike Calta. Parks and
Recreation.
Geo. Shortcake.
Strawberry.
Geo. You can't do that
Television.
on Geo.
Oh man, this guy's making a run.
And Pap. We're on the last 3.
In a surprising turn of events, Galvin with 2 points on the board, Michael with 5, and Gio is your leader right now. He's winning with 7.
I should have 8.
You made him mad.
What do I
Joe.
have?
You have 5, Michael.
I hit all 3 of these.
All 10-letter words in TV shows. Last 3. Here we go. Once upon a time in
Beverly Hills.
2013
Hollywood.
to 2014.
Once upon a time in Amsterdam.
Wonderland.
Ah.
Boss.
Undercover.
Blank. Yes. Geo.
Man.
And your last one. Curb your
Enthusiasm.
Geo.
Wow.
They tried everything to stop me. They tried everything.
Your final score,
Except shoot you.
Oh yeah.
Galvin with
do
2
that.
points on the board, Michael with 5, and Gio is your triumphant champion today. He won with 9.
Screw you, Joe. Eat a W.
I thought that was your new celebration.
Yeah.
Great.
Pick a line, Gio.
Line 6.
Jesus.
Hello. Pick a different line, Gio.
Line 12.
All right. Good morning. These phones suck. Carmen, can you do anything? There you go.
Want, you want 12?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Good morning. Hello.
Good morning,
Hi, what is your name?
Erin.
Aaron, you're the winner. If you'll hold on, please, Carmen will grab you during the break and we'll hook you up with the prize. Carmen, if you could put that on hold for me. Galvin, what do we have coming up in news?
Coming up in news today, return of the Mac. Remember when you were funny, and God bless football.
Yes. All right, Galvin, as your news, we'll take a quick break. Bam Margera and his smoking hot wife in the studio, and Brad Williams will be here a little bit later on as well. It's the Mike Calta Show. It's Friday. It's 102.5 The Bone.
I was trying to think of all the jackass guys now that we've had on the show or in the studio.
Steve-O,
Preston.
Bam, Preston.
Wee man.
Was Wee Man in the studio? I know we've had Knoxville on the air, but I don't know if he's been in the studio.
I think Wee Man was in studio in St. Pete.
I think you're thinking of Brad Williams.
No.
I think so.
Could be.
I think I have a picture with Wee Man somewhere, and I think because he was on the show.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Was he here with Preston?
I don't know.
I don't remember it. I think I would remember that, but I then again don't remember anything. Joe,
Yes,
are you
Michael.
drinking?
Am I drinking?
I smell alcohol.
No.
Oh, that was some hand sanitizer.
Oh, I mean, you know. the
Are
thought
you
of-
that desperate you're drinking hand sanitizer?
I wasn't doing that.
A little tootsie.
Joe.
We have a whole bar. We have a whole bar here. It's okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's check in with Galvin. He's got today's news.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
What do we have in news today, Galvin?
Real quick, Carmen, I sent you a new link.
Okay.
They're trying to stop us, Mike. They're trying
no.
to stop
I don't
us.
like it at all.
But because the link that I sent to Carmen, they took it down, but I found another link, so I got it.
Okay.
So, yeah, we're good to go. Today's news
Can't
is
slow us down.
That's right. Today's news is brought to you by Peltz Shoes. Peltz has 6 locations throughout Pinellas, Sarasota, and Fort Myers. Whatever style of shoe you're looking for, whether you need some dress shoes, you need some sandals, you need some boat shoes, you need some really comfy hey dudes, you need some athletic shoes, well, they have them all right there at Peltz, and they have them in stock and ready to go. So stop into a Peltz near you today, and make sure you tell them Galvin from the Mike Calta Show sent you.
I want to remind everybody that we broadcast this radio show also live on YouTube. If you want to go watch it, you can, especially when we got guests in the studio. And Bam's cool and all that, but if you want to see a smoking hot wife, you can see her too. And then smoking hot Brad Williams will be here too. You simply go to YouTube, search the Mike Calta Show, and then click on the live, and you can watch all the videos. Or you can go to calta.tv. It'll bring there as well. And that is happening live right this very second. All right, Galvin, what do we have in news?
I have a question for you. Will Pete's big head be in the shot today? Remember last time Bam was here?
Yes. I looked at pictures when Bam was here and Pete was in the background. He will not be here today.
We replaced that with Robert Kelly's head.
That's right.
Oh, I like it. I still, every time I see that picture of Robert Kelly that the person painted that has him with the cross eyes,
right there.
It's unbelievable to me.
Yeah, it looks like Frankie from Cafe Chibo if he'd been born with an extra chromosome.
Yeah, it's wild.
Are we worried about Bobby at this point?
No, I'm done with him. He left. He went. He didn't invite me to Cuba. This is what he gets.
I mean, he's there with no power.
Carmen, try one more time.
Okay.
This is what he gets. He goes to Cuba with his new best friend Ari Shafir. They didn't invite me, and now I said, and please, Lord, let a hurricane hit Cuba.
Oh man,
and that's what happened.
You did it.
They say the entire power grid is down on.
That hurt.
And I bet he's cold because he's skinny.
Yeah,
Good for him.
If there's no power, I'm sure the cell towers are not working.
Yeah, probably not, but it's just good to double check.
Oh man,
Because if he's just like hello, I just want to rub it in his face.
you're not wondering if he's safe?
No. I was worried if Fredo can get off the island after New Year's. That's all I worry about.
Oh man.
And when it comes to Bobby, he's on his own.
Wow.
I have to turn my back on you now.
Yeah, it's not even ringing.
Well,
He's stranded in Cuba.
Should we? I don't know how the waters connect, but maybe throw a message in the bottle out back.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah, it'll get there.
90
It'll
miles.
get there,
I think it'll get there.
right?
The gator will take it, right?
Yeah. We can figure something out.
It'll take a minute, but it'll get there.
Bobby, look for a bottle
I am texting Bobby's wife right now.
to see whether she's talked to him.
Are you gonna tell her what you said? How you don't care?
Oh, she didn't go? It's just
No.
Bobby and
Yeah.
And Ari. Yeah.
Oh, it's just a boys' trip?
Yeah.
Oh, they're doing gay stuff.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Sure.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Hurricanes, for a while that they're going.
Right.
The
Why would you go to it?
potential track.
Yeah.
But you don't know that long. Like, when did they book this?
Right,
Like
they-
2 or 3 months ago?
No,
Like,
no. It was a whim. Ari had a show in Miami, and so Bobby called me and said, dude, I'm coming down to Miami to do a show with Ari, and then we're going straight to Cuba. And I thought he was joking at first, and I went, I want to go, you know?
Yeah.
And he was like, so come. And I'm like, no, because you didn't invite me before I said it. So I was a baby and I didn't go. But because I was a baby, I'm not trapped in Cuba right now. Oh, man. Having to eat dogs
Right.
and perform sex acts on men to get rides.
That's right.
Trapped in a foreign country with no power.
In Cuba.
Yeah.
It's not like you're trapped
phone.
in Switzerland.
Yeah.
Yeah. It must be rough.
Yeah, I was.
You want to talk about civil unrest?
Yeah.
I don't even know what they do.
I know what they do. They fashion a raft and they float to Key West.
I mean, it's not America that when things go down,
Yeah.
Oh,
I think they treat things differently.
it's third world country. It's way worse.
Yeah.
It's not like here they're not. The best thing about this neighborhood is the day after the hurricane they already cleaned up the debris. I drove out. There was a tree down. I came back from Starbucks. The tree was already up and gone, chopped up and taken out of here.
I imagine you try and get to the American embassy.
The good thing for Bobby, though, is he can put on a button-down shirt, have it open, and a cigar, and he's kind of Cuban.
Yeah.
But
Ari, too.
Ari's on his own.
Yeah.
Ari with the beard.
man.
Ari kind of looks like Castro with AIDS.
I don't know whether they're going for that Castro with AIDS look.
Wait, what were we just saying? Bob, before Bobby.
Going to the embassy?
Yeah, going to the embassy. He's not doing that.
That's what you do in the movies. When
In the movies, you do that. In here, hola. No, sorry, closed, buddy.
Oh man.
Yeah, no way. You can't take every American in Cuba and put him in the embassy. We don't have room here.
I don't know. When the whole country's shut down,
That's it. You chose to come here without your best friend.
I don't know how you don't know a hurricane's coming. You're like, let's
Oh,
go.
hold on. He's good. Power was out for a couple of days. Came on last night. They were staying in an Airbnb, and the owners are great. Okay,
A
good.
couple of days. Now tell her what you said.
Yeah.
I didn't really mean it.
Send her a link to the show.
Just a little, just a little jealous.
Yeah.
Listen to this. From one emergency to another, a police search is underway after 43 monkeys escaped from a research facility in South Carolina.
So when I did an Instagram live yesterday, and I said that my pheasant hunt had been canceled this weekend, people suggested I go kill the monkey.
Go on the monkey hunt?
I could never shoot a monkey.
You shock a monkey.
Oh yeah, shot the monkey, but I could never kill a monkey.
Police say the rhesus macaque primates escaped from Alpha Genesis, a business that provides non-human primate products and bio-research services, according to their website. The monkeys were a group of, quote, very young females, take it easy, that have never been used for testing. An Alpha Genesis spokesperson confirmed to police that the animals are too young to carry disease, according to the police statement. Alpha Genesis currently have eyes on the primates and are working to entice them back with food. I don't think they're that. They're the little ones. Yeah.
I could shoot that one.
This is 100% how Planet of the Apes started.
And Outbreak.
Yeah, because they have genetic. They have they've been
modifiers.
advanced. That's like Caesar.
No.
Right. Yeah. Am I a pet? Oh no, Caesar.
That's such a good movie.
That really is.
Or this is going to give us COVID-20.
Well, that could be true.
And I know it's not. There's no COVID-20.
Monkey AIDS.
Yeah, before anybody says
You might get monkey
stupid.
AIDS. Don't bang one of those little female monkeys.
No. But they say they are young females. That's a weird way of putting it.
How about this? Bobby took dehydrated food with him to Cuba.
Oh, really?
So
Just in case?
Just in case.
Huh?
So he's in good shape. What a little planner.
No power for days.
No power for days.
Do they
He's
have
an Airbnb in Cuba?
Do they have dehydrated double tacos?
I don't know what is.
You should just send him a picture of you eating Taco Bell.
Hey, I hope you're good.
Yeah, you all right?
funny.
Let me go turn the air down. It's a little too cool in here.
He's going to have a hell of a story.
Oh boy. Australia might ban social media for kids under 16.
Impossible.
Good idea, bad idea. If they could do it, good idea, bad idea.
Not okay.
No one younger than that would legally be allowed on apps like TikTok, Instagram, and Snapchat. Social media sites have to take responsible steps, they say, to prevent access, and parents wouldn't be able to opt out.
How would you do that?
I don't know. I don't know how you verify or how you do.
Yeah, some proof of age somehow.
Well, you'd have to do ID. Like, doesn't Pornhub do where you have to put your ID in and like Texas
One of them
and stuff?
started that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I think they did it.
I'm
where,
an ex-hamster guy, and it just goes, you're 18, right? And I go, yeah.
Right, but there was a state that like passed a law. So if you're in that state, you had to like do scan your photo.
Yeah,
scan your ID.
Really?
I think it's Pornhub in Texas because Shane Gillis was talking about it.
My son has had a fake ID since he was like 15, and there's no way he gambles on gambling apps and all this stuff. There's no way you're going to be able to stop a whole country from doing that.
But right, you can't stop a whole country, and that's just your son. But you will be able to stop some.
Yeah. But the whole idea is they're looking to ban everybody under a certain age. There's no way that's going to happen.
You open the door, but if you don't want to talk about it, we don't have to talk about it. How is he doing with the gambling apps?
How is he doing it?
Yeah.
I don't really know.
Yeah.
Like, how is he paying for it?
Probably through one of us.
Well, I would think that it's going through your account.
His Wawa credit card you got him?
No, I think because I think I've had to approve something before.
Yeah, because if it's him and he's getting paid, then it's going to his account and
I'm
stuff.
not saying it's local.
Right.
One of those overseas ones.
No.
I don't know.
Maybe. Who knows? So how about this? The New Orleans Saints have an accidental fan in Pope Francis. The 87-year-old pontiff is an active user on X, but appears that he, or whoever's managing his account, is unfamiliar with the app's feature that adds emojis alongside certain hashtags. One of the hashtags is #Saints. When users on X include that in their post, the NFL team's fleur-de-lis logo, the little logo for the Saints, comes up. The problem for the Pope Francis, however, is that he's not talking about NFL teams. He continues to talk about Saints and use the Saints hashtag. For instance, on November 5th, he posted the #Saints are precious pearls and are always living and relevant because they provide a fascinating commentary on the gospel. Their lives are an illustration of good news that Jesus brought to humanity. And now the 2-7 New Orleans Saints are having a little fun with the mix-up. They reposted that message from Pope Francis and thanked him for his prayers, said, "We need them."
Hallelujah.
That's pretty funny. That's
May the
pretty
Lord
good.
be with Derek Carr. And also with you.
I love that Pope.
Yeah.
I'm not very religious. He just looks like he's a sweet little old guy.
Yeah.
He's kind of like Bernie Sanders. You just, I don't know about his politics, but he just looks like a nice old guy. Like, I wish I lived next door to him.
There is a new movie about the Pope and about stuff with John Lithgow. Yeah, Conclave.
Yeah, I saw the thing.
Yeah, that looks like it's going to be good, right? Mm-hmm. And I thought it was going to be Dan Brown, but it's not Dan Brown.
No, but it looks like it. Any of that, it's so funny because any of those Pope movies shows how cult-like that religion is, and nobody ever wants to say that. Everybody's going to jump all over Scientology and all over other religions, but nobody ever wants to recognize that once you start looking at the Vatican and all the money that's there, they go, well, it's different. It's different than it is.
Yeah.
It's just funny to me.
Yeah, it has Lithgow, it has Ray Fiennes, it has is Tucci in there, I think, maybe?
Ray Fiennes scares me ever since the
Red Dragon.
The Red Dragon. Ooh.
Yeah, Stanley Tucci's in there. Isabella Rossellini. Yeah, there's a bunch of good people in there. It looks interesting for sure. I'll check that out. I'll let you guys know.
Thank you.
It's beginning to look a lot like Starbucks.
Oh,
yes.
So Starbucks, after ending its upcharge on non-dairy milk and axing its Olido olive oil infused beverages.
Yes, dude. Do you know that? They had olive oil like shots.
Yeah.
They were coffee olive oil, but it was disgusting.
Well, the chain launched its holiday menu starting yesterday. They're available. A slew of drinks are coming back from past years, like the peppermint mocha, but a brand new cold foam is joining the fold, as well as returning holiday treats. So what do they have for you? Oh, they have a bunch of different stuff for you. And for some reason, my website's all shut down.
You're not allowed to.
Yeah,
look at
maybe
it.
I'm allowed to look at this one. Let me see. I had it up here for a second. I know they have some iced drinks that are like beverages. They have cranberry orange refresher.
Oh, that sounds delightful.
Yeah, they have cranberry orange lemonade refresher.
Okay.
Cranberry drink.
You saying cranberry?
Cranberry, like
Mary.
Yeah. Then they have caramel brulee latte.
Like that.
That sounds good. Peppermint mocha, like I talked about. Chestnut praline latte.
To quote Galvin earlier in the show, queer.
Yeah. Gio, you know about this one. Iced sugar cookie almond milk latte.
Yes.
He's got it right there.
Right here. Fantastic.
Maybe try this one. Iced gingerbread oat milk chai.
That's my wife's favorite thing.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
I don't understand any of that. There's too many things in one.
They have a gingerbread cream cold foam. They have peppermint chocolate cream cold foam, sugar cookie cream cold foam.
I like
These are all cold foam.
Gio's prank phone calls go, sure.
Then they have some different little treats too. They have turkey sage Danish.
Oh, turkey. Oh.
Turkey sage. It's a new savory pastry that is filled with turkey sausage and some sort of sauce.
Oh, I would like to try.
Dark toffee bunt. Yeah. Penguin cookie made with real penguins. No, it's not. It's a new shortbread cookie, comes iced with penguin design on it. Mm-hmm. Snowman cake pops, sugar plum cheese Danish, cranberry bliss bar. So yeah, they have a bunch of different.
Cranberry bliss bar is responsible for about 22 pounds.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude.
It says this returning treat features blondie cake with dried cranberries and a layer of cream cheese icing, as well as a sprinkle of orange zest dried cranberries.
So they would sell it in a little bar, and then they realized
for a family of four, and you just
they would sell it in a package after a while, and then they were like, "Do you just want to buy the whole package?" And yes.
Yeah.
But I can't even. It's like having heroin around. I can't have anything.
I'll bring one on Monday.
No, I mean bring it, but I can't eat it.
All right.
I'll stare at you while you eat it.
I got to tell you, the dark toffee bunt sounds good.
I want to eat that turkey thing.
Turkey sage Danish.
Yeah, that sounds wonderful.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's
go.
Where's your guy? Where's Joey?
That's true. We should be doing a testing.
Get him going.
Tasting.
Find out what's happening. The long wait for Christian McCaffrey appears to be coming to an end. Of
course.
Just in time for the Buccaneers. San Francisco 49ers head coach Kyle Shanahan said Thursday he expects the all-pro running back to make his season debut this week against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers after what he says was a, quote, awesome performance at practice in the past 2 days. McCaffrey has been out all season due to Achilles tendonitis with a calf tightness, with trouble first coming when he was a late scratch in week 1.
Okay, so McCaffrey coming into the game has a great practice, sat out the whole time. Bucs run defense sucks. Do you bet heavy on McCaffrey or do you watch him first?
I think they go right away with him.
So do I.
Yeah, I think they go right away with him, and they really show what he can do. And he wants to get out there. He's probably been dying to get out there, so he's going to be like, "Hey, I'm back," and he's unbelievable. So even McCaffrey at 75% is still unbelievable.
For those of you people that will be betting, I'm not going to bet so that I don't ruin it for you.
Yeah,
I don't want you to, because the minute I bet that he's going to get over 70 yards or whatever it is, he'll screw it up. He'll be out again.
I hear he's going to be on a snap count, not going to get much playing time.
I saw a thing, so I bet on Zay Flowers to have over 50 receiving yards last night, and somebody else had posted this because apparently they bet on him as well, and it said, guess which game I bet Zay Flowers on in my parlay, and it had like his last 5 games, and it was 111 yards, 124 yards, 99 yards. Last night, 15 yards. Yep. I was like, come on, you got to be kidding me. Tyson Fury, Tyson Fury, the heavyweight champ.
Yep.
Yeah. He has made his mind up ahead of the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight. There is just 1 week to go until Iron Mike faces Paul at the AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas on Friday, November 15th, becoming the first boxing event to be streamed live on Netflix. The Gypsy King has been watching footage of Tyson training, and he explained his stance when he was talking to the Stomping Ground. He said, quote, okay, the guy's 57 years old, but he's a former undisputed world heavyweight king and one guy who plays computers for a living who's coming into boxing about a year ago. So pretty even match.
But that's not true.
Well, I know. He said, you've got to admire them both, and I wish them both the best of luck. I've seen Mike training hard on the videos, and Jake Paul's always in shape. People say this is S, but I bet they still watch it. And then he said, listen, if Mike Tyson hits anybody, I don't care if he's 90, he's going to knock them out cold.
Yep.
Isn't he? Obviously, I have to back Mike Tyson. I'm named after the legend. I'll back him. He's always backed me. I'm backing Mike for the knockout. Come on, Mike, is what he said. I will tell you this. I got to watch some training video of Mike Tyson yesterday.
Okay.
He looks great.
Yeah, he does.
And, sure they're showing all this stuff, but him lifting weights, his punching power, the way he moves and does all that stuff. Mike Tyson
also does not look like a 57-year-old in any capacity.
Not at all. He's, I think, actually 58 now. Yeah. But yeah, he doesn't look like what you think a 58-year-old looks like. He's a different type of human. You know what I mean? It's absolutely unbelievable. Also, the knowledge that Mike Tyson has. And that he knows, all right, I'm 58. This has changed. So what he's bringing into that fight is just unbelievable. He knows more about boxing than probably 99.9% of people in the entire world.
Yeah.
It's going to be really interesting. I think I have changed my stance. I said if it ends early, Tyson's a win by knockout. If it goes over 4 rounds, then Paul probably takes it because of the his, shape that he's in and stuff. I got to be honest. Now I think it ends, and I think Tyson wins.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think he knocks him out, or you think?
I think he knocks him out, and I think it's not even going to be a head punch. I think it's going to be body.
Really?
Yeah. I think it's going to be body. And I think, it may be body head, you know what I mean? Because Tyson's so fast. He may go body head, and then he's down. But I think if he hits him with one of those liver shots, I think Tyson's going to change his game plan and go, I'm going to just bully him. Just absolutely bully him.
Yeah, he's going to have to in order to get, because Jake Paul can stay in there. He can maintain.
Is it a sanctioned fight? We know that for sure.
It is a sanctioned fight.
There are knockouts.
It's 2-minute rounds.
Right.
It's 2-minute rounds. It's not normal 3-minute rounds. They're wearing bigger gloves, so there's more padding with the gloves and stuff. By the way, Roy Jones Jr. was talking about it the other day because whenever he fought Tyson, and that was 4 or 5 years ago now.
That was awful.
Yeah, that was awful. But he also said, he goes, Mike Tyson is a pit bull. And if you know pit bulls, they don't play. Yeah. He goes, you can't play around with a pit bull. Like, they're going to get that bone from you, or the rope, or whatever that. He goes, so I was holding him, and the ref was like, stop holding him. He goes, you want me to stop holding him? He goes, I'm not going to let this guy go.
Because like that, when Logan Paul fought Mayweather, that was an exhibition, wasn't sanctioned. That wasn't even like a real fight.
And Mayweather bet on himself, and he carried him some rounds and stuff. And it was, it was one of those things where you just like,
so this one's legit.
Well,
to a degree.
yeah, as legit as boxing gets.
Yeah.
You know, there's been plenty of prize fights that you were like, okay, we see what's happening.
Because the rumor of the Mayweather one was like there's no knockout clause and this and that.
Right.
And
I still, we've all seen fights where you're like, that's absolutely ridiculous. I remember watching Manny Pacquiao against Tim Bradley, and I was like, sweet, Pacquiao's winning again, and they called it for Bradley. And I went, what is happening? Like, so obvious. The other day, I text Mike. I was watching UFC, and I bet on one of the fights, and I bet on the one girl. She clearly lost, like to the point where I went, well, I lost that fight, so that's over. No big deal, but whatever. The girl I wanted to win, I said lost. Watching the fight, they gave her the decision. She won. I went,
yeah, I don't know.
She was Canadian. It was up in Edmonton. Yeah. And I went, I mean, I'll take it.
the fix is in.
I'll take it if you guys want to give it to me. But I mean, I'm sitting there watching with money on her, and I go, no, she lost. She absolutely lost. But they gave it to her. It was wild. What would you say over the years? Well, now, where are you with road rage?
Oh, pretty good.
Pretty good?
Yeah, like now I'm more. How dare you not stop for a stop sign than I am? I'll kill you if you cut me off.
Gio, how about you?
I assume everybody has a gun and wants to shoot me, so I don't mess with anything.
Carmen, you're driving around. What do you feel like?
I'm okay, but I do have my moments where some people just are real dumb and they really piss me off.
Joe, when you're driving,
no, doesn't apply.
No,
I did almost pull up to a woman yesterday. She whipped through Publix parking lot, didn't stop for any stop signs, and then she was pulling out by a school and didn't stop for that stop sign. I almost pulled up next to her and go, "You're not stopping for any stop sign."
Two things. One, I actually said out loud in the car the other day, a person going through the parking lot, well, you don't need to go that fast.
Yeah. That's where
I say that all the time.
I do yell at people in my neighborhood for driving down the street too fast.
Oh, yeah. Give them to slow down. It's a residential area.
Yeah, there's a lot of kids and stuff. You don't need to be driving 40 miles an hour down the road.
Like, I will yell at people, but I do not roll down my windows.
My big thing is I have to see them. I have to pull up and just give them the look. Just like, I got to see what you look like.
I'm not confronting anybody because, like I said, I think everybody's armed and they want a reason to shoot.
Yeah.
Also true.
Road rage rates are rising. 26% of Americans admit they occasionally lose their temper behind the wheel, which is up from 23% for the same poll done a decade ago. Just 57% would describe themselves as responsible and obedient drivers, which is down from 65%. I don't even think it's 57%.
I believe I am definitely a responsible, obedient driver.
But are you? Because like I think about it, and I've definitely calmed down where I'm not yelling at people, but I'm still going, look at this jackass.
Yeah.
But also, I know that I'll do some moves where I'm like, ooh, that was close.
I drive. I look down. I'm speed limit guy, and I drive pretty. I drive pretty. Unless I'm on the highway. On the highway, obviously, everybody does a little speeding, but for the most part, I've been pretty good. And I think it's because I'm sick of the morons that drive around me. I don't want to be part of that crew.
Right, yeah.
So.
Yeah, I like to get away from people and do all that stuff. But don't worry, if you're driving with my wife, she'll tell you whenever something's coming up.
Oh, good.
She tells me stuff. She goes, this turns into express. And I go, yeah, I've lived here for a little while. I know what's going on. By the way, I've never totaled a car, so.
That's what I say. My wife always goes, you're making me nervous on your phone. I go, okay, I am just looking to see if I have an email. I'm not even reading the emails. I'm just saying you're making me nervous. And I go, oh, okay. Why did that? Have I ever gotten anything? Like that's what I do. I go over the resume.
Elwood Edwards passed away on Tuesday.
They're from the Blues Brothers.
No. Elwood Edwards.
Scissorhands.
No. Joe, Elwood Edwards.
I got nothing on that.
Nobody?
No.
Carmen, play it. Maybe you'll recognize him.
Oh, sorry.
God, Hoppy would be so.
Hey there.
Nope. Nope.
Oh, I do know.
Oh,
You want me to do it?
Yeah.
You've got mail.
Yes.
I did that.
really?
Carmen, did I send that to you?
No, I got the 2 late night shows.
You've got mail, guy.
From AOL? Like the old AOL? Yeah.
Oh, I guess it was an attachment.
Oh, dare you.
Oh, man.
Get Hoppy on the phone.
I mean, you could just save it in the file yourself.
I mean, you do that at the other job, they'll let you go.
That's definitely not.
And you wonder why John Senning makes so much money.
You want to play it?
It doesn't make that much more money.
You want to play it?
Yeah.
I'm trying to open it.
Oh, man.
You've got mail.
There it is.
Oh.
Elwood
He sounds
Edwards,
like a computer.
Elwood Edwards, that guy passed away on Tuesday. just one day shy of his 75th birthday.
That's it?
75. Yeah, only 75. He was AOL's You've Got Mail guy. He was paid how much back in 1989 to record 4 lines? Welcome. You've got mail. File's done. Goodbye.
Oh, I bet like $1,000.
$1,000.
So I can tell you that James Earl Jones got $2,000 for saying this is CNN.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to say $5,000.
$5,000.
I'm gonna say $800.
$800.
I'm going to say $150.
Oh, bump it up just a little bit more, Joe. $200.
Yeah.
You got
That's
200.
it?
Yeah, but think about it.
They
You
didn't know
don't
what it was
know.
gonna be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
back then, yeah.
Man, the
You don't
internet
know.
wasn't a thing
You
back
get
then.
$200 to record 4 lines.
Yeah.
2 of them are just one word.
For a
What
quick
is it?
voiceover, that's probably the going rate.
All right, give me a You've Got Mail, like if we were to do it now, if you're going to audition.
Am I trying to do him or I'm just doing it in my own
You're
way?
auditioning in your own
All
way.
right. You've got mail.
Oh, that's very
good.
dainty.
But it's like, I'm not trying to scare you about it.
No, that's true. I like the old deep voice. You've got mail. Yeah.
You've got mail.
No.
You got mail.
I like Joe's. I would take Joe's. I would take Joe's for sure.
What about files done?
File's done.
File's done.
Files done!
Yeah.
Wait.
Aggressive. Goodbye.
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 I'm taking Joe.
All right, Joe, $200.
You're
There you
AOL.
go. You pay for dinner tonight.
The crazy thing, Joe is still on AOL.
Yeah. You know what? I am still on AOL.
So am I.
I am on AOL, and I realized just the other day because somebody was sending me something, and they had AOL as my email address.
Yeah.
And I didn't get it, and then I looked, and I hadn't got anything since October. And for some reason, my AOL, I don't know whether it's full now, finally, after this many years or what, but I don't know what my password is,
Oh,
and
man.
I can't reset my password, and I don't know, and I'm just like, I don't know what to do.
I didn't get it the first time somebody said it to me, and it was probably like 10 years ago. They were like, ha ha ha, and I went, what? And they're like, AOL, and I go, what's the joke? Like, I don't understand. It still works like everybody else's email.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Yes.
I think it's just old. It's
I
probably
get it
like
now. Yeah. I mean,
Like Joe's on Hotmail. That is very old.
Yeah.
Hotmail, I don't even trust.
No.
Hotmail
That was my
is-
very first
Hotmail
online
is
email.
Outlook. It's exactly
Yeah.
the same thing.
I know, but it
No.
seems like it's not.
Yeah.
Email is email. It really does not matter which platform you use.
Yeah, but it definitely dates you. Like, if you have Gmail,
Yeah.
everybody has Gmail, whatever, but if you have something like that,
What's
AOL,
new? Is there a Zipzoink? Is there one that we don't know about?
I don't know.
Nobody's using?
I
Not that I'm
believe I
aware.
used to have a Lycos email. It was
Lycos?
It was at Lycos, which was a search engine.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
What was the earthlink.net or something?
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Yeah, there was a whole.
Oh,
Ask
you
Jeeves.
don't forget Roadrunner, TampaBay.rr.com. That was a pain in the ass. That was.
Back when when the internet first came out, trying to get like free internet was like a big thing. You tried
Yeah.
different
remember.
Earthlink was free, I think.
Pete and I didn't have a pot to piss in, but we had surround sound and we had fast speed internet.
Yeah.
What was the website you can make yourself? The Angel Fire or something? Remember?
I remember you could make a GeoCities website.
Oh, yeah.
And you could have like a GeoCities and then
Did you think that was cool? You were a Geo
at the time I was like, yeah.
But no, but what was the remember that you had the website, like the web page came up and it had like little sparkles.
Oh,
and
MySpace was like that.
No,
Yeah.
I know, but there was like a Angel Fire or
Yeah.
something
Yeah,
like that.
There's a couple. I remember having a GeoCities thing, and I would post Buccaneer scores and stuff on there.
Yeah. MySpace, I remember, changing the background and the layout, and you're
yeah.
like, I'm making computer stuff.
I'm a coder.
You
yeah.
got to choose your top friends.
Yeah, put songs on there. Yeah, it was great.
You would not be my top friend, Joe.
How about this, Mike? You watch Jeopardy all the time. Did you see where they did Travis Kelce dirty? Jeopardy did Travis Kelce dirty on Wednesday. A $200 clue said, "Are you smarter than a celebrity?" is hosted by this man who's maybe more famous as a boyfriend than a 3-time Super Bowl champ.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, they're not wrong.
They're not wrong at all.
And he accepts it. You know what I mean? Like he's
Yeah,
like
'cause he's a cuck.
Yeah, he's like whoa, his brother will beat you up.
Oh, his brother. I'm sorry that I said bad words.
But no, but he like totally accepts it, like on social media and stuff. He's like, yeah, I know I'm her arm candy. I know I'm just there to help her.
Yeah, she's one of the most famous people in the
Yeah.
world.
Like if you don't accept that, then you can't be with her.
But the interesting thing is that he is so famous on his own,
Right.
And
Right.
yet she's so much more famous. Than he is.
That's the whole
Yeah.
thing. He's a 3-time Super Bowl champion, one of the most famous tight ends that's out there.
Second best tight end in the history of
Yeah,
of
you
football.
hear about him all the time and stuff, but yeah, she is just light years ahead of everybody, though. Everybody.
Well, and plus that because NFL, because American football, I mean, I know it's growing overseas, but it's still predominantly here. Where Taylor Swift, worldwide.
Yeah.
The Taylor rub pushed him and his brother way.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Gave him that good podcast deal. Mm-hmm. 3 people have been charged in connection with Liam Payne's death. 1 for abandonment of a person followed by death, and 2 for supplying him with narcotics.
Well, I believe in the supplying him with narcotics, but not the other one.
Well,
What are you supposed to do?
If he jumped and he could have been saved and you just left him.
or if you knew, I don't know. I don't know what the charges are and how they do that and stuff, but yeah, who knows?
But if you just watch someone jump off or fall off or whatever the case may be, whether they were in the hotel room or they were at the bottom where he landed, if you see that and you don't call police.
Yeah, I get that, but also, you go, the guy was on drugs.
The guy did call. They called 911 before he even went. So
someone did, but like Galvin was saying, they're charging someone with not.
Right.
So that means probably someone saw him or someone was in the room. He possibly could have been saved if he would have got medical attention in time.
Yes, but it also could be, Carmen, the way they word it, abandonment of a person followed by death. That's if someone says, if you leave, I'm going to kill myself.
Yeah.
What are you supposed to do?
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
I don't know what the situation was.
Yeah.
Remember we were talking the other day about collecting baseball cards and how profitable that can be.
It's
if
like the stock market.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Well, do you remember whenever people thought Beanie Babies would be worth a ton eventually?
Yes. Remember a couple months ago?
Did you buy some?
A couple of months ago, my sister-in-law found some Beanie Babies at she does like thrifting and stuff. Well, she goes through and she looked it up, and there were Beanie Babies that she found that were worth like $50,000. So then that prompted my wife to call my mother-in-law and go, "Don't you have Beanie Babies in the garage?" So we went and picked them up, and then we had the ones that were like worth $50,000, like that special Thanksgiving one and all that.
Yeah.
Turns out it's just a big Beanie Baby hoax. People go online and they put all these Beanie Babies up for ridiculous
Fake
amounts of money.
prices.
It's all garbage.
You know who finds Beanie Babies all the time?
Who?
Junk jockeys?
Junk jockeys.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
And they had a couple that they looked up, and this one was going for $750. This one was like rare. It was going for $850. They couldn't get anybody.
Nobody's
to
buying
bite.
it. Yeah.
Well, that seems to be the case. A woman sold her grandmother's Beanie Babies for $4,300. The problem was she had about 1,100 of them, so that's about
the thing.
$4 per Beanie Baby. She was asking 10 a piece, and they're like, "I'll give you 4 for them."
Yeah, they get them all the time now, and they're like, throw them out.
Yeah.
I watched Hoarders last night.
Yeah.
And man, I almost wanted to get up from the bed and go just empty my garage. I want to throw everything out.
It's wild.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
wild.
going to need junk jockeys at some point. Just leave a truck here.
I do too. I've been talking about it forever, and eventually I'll get them to come out because literally today I have an electrician coming by, and I'm like, okay, well, I have to go home and make a path.
A room, yeah.
I have to make a path over to the breaker box so that he can do stuff. There is a new Star Wars trilogy in the works. Did you know about this?
I did hear about this.
Focusing on a new story and new characters. There's no word when it's going to take place or if any pre-existing characters will also appear in it. But
I'm just going to put this out there. No Darth Vader equals no success.
yes,
Stop.
100%.
Just stop.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
Get over.
Disney's ruined everything.
Oh man, they really did.
That Mandalorian was good.
Yeah, but that was Favreau.
Yeah.
That was Favreau.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think it's also I'm 53, so
Yeah.
maybe it's not for me.
They're probably
anymore.
making it for kids.
Kids. Yeah.
So we saw all kind of different people losing their mind because Trump is now the president-elect. And
What is your favorite? Because I have a favorite.
I saw Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, Carrot Top. What's her name? The female.
Oh, you mean celebrity-wise?
Kathy Griffin. Yeah, did you see her?
Oh,
No.
yeah.
Oh man, she still looks so weird.
Oh, she's awful looking.
She looks so weird, and she's doing this long. I mean, it was like 5 minutes long. Of course, I didn't watch it all, but I'm like, still, you can't just, I don't know.
Also, who cares what she says?
There was a lady that looked a lot like a man that said that she went in, and this was prior to Trump winning. She said that she went into a liquor store and was buying champagne, and the clerk asked her what the champagne was for, and she said, "I'm going to toast Madam President." And he rolled his eyes, and I said, "You don't think she's going to win?
Yeah.
The women of America are voting," and this, that, and of course, it turns out she didn't win.
At this point, though, how can any of these poll companies stay in business on any whatsoever?
Oh, that's remember I did an open letter to experts.
Yeah,
experts are the most bogus thing in the world.
All these polls had it neck and neck the whole time.
When I went to the great Pasco Hernando Community College, I had a government teacher there that said that he suggested that everybody do what he does, lie to the pollsters.
Yeah.
When you come out and they say, "Who'd you vote for?" to give them the opposite of what you did. And I think people do that.
I heard the clip Trump was on when he was on Rogan. They were asking about the polls. He's like, "I don't know." He's like, "We pay $500,000 for some poll, and in an eternal poll, they come back, and none of it makes any sense."
Yep.
By the way, did you see Trump whenever he was there and he said, he goes, "Republicans, I want you to stay in line for the voting and stuff. Democrats, you can leave whenever you want," which I thought was hilarious. But anyways, this is unbelievable to me because we grew up with Letterman and how much we loved Letterman and everything. I couldn't imagine him doing this. So you have Stephen Colbert, who is not a fan of Trump.
The Colbert Report, which he is on, he is taking over for Letterman.
But he's taking over for Letterman.
One episode.
This is Stephen Colbert after Trump won the election. Take a listen, and we have it on Bone TV as well. Here we go.
Hey there. How are you doing?
Great.
If you watch the show regularly, I'm guessing you're not doing great.
So you just know.
Yeah, me neither. You know, today, some people said to me, "Sorry you have to do a show tonight," which is nice of them to say, but I don't have to do a show. I get to do a show tonight. I'm so grateful to be with all of these talented people. Those people over here, those people that you'll never see, with the audience and the Ed Sullivan, with you people at home, because especially at times like this, what do we most want to be? Not alone. So thanks for being here. We're going to do a comedy show. It's a comedy show. We're going to do some jokes in just a minute because that's what we do. And I'll let you in on a little secret. No one gets into this business because everything in their life worked out great. So we're built for rough roads. You guys ready? Are we cool? Okay. We're going to start the show now. And correct me if I'm wrong, Louis. We usually start with a cold open?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah.
Do we have one?
Yeah.
We do? Great. Jim?
What?
So depressing.
So depressing. And if you watch this show, you're probably not doing great today. So you know that you're just a lame-o.
Also, way to abandon the other half of the show.
Yeah.
Like, I listened. I didn't vote the way half of our audience and listening audience voted, but I still want them to listen to our show.
But he also probably panders to that side, and he knows.
And that's what he's saying, basically.
Yeah.
Is if you watch this, you're watching because, you know, I lean so far one way that if you, were the other way, you're not going to watch it.
Or you're not going to like it.
Right,
because of how biased it is.
Listen, I can watch something that's biased and still think it's funny and kind of, I don't agree with it, but I think it's funny.
It's funny.
Right. Well, even like I talk about Eddie Vedder all the time. I love Pearl Jam. I love Eddie Vedder, but I don't agree with his politics at all, and I'm kind of sick of hearing it, but it doesn't stop me from listening to him.
So that's pretty bad. That was Stephen Colbert. That's pretty bad.
I mean, that's really bad because that's breaking the wall. That's just becoming I don't know. There's no place for that in comedy.
You ready for way worse?
Oh, no.
Oh, cry baby Jimmy.
Oh, if you cry again?
Oh, Jamie's crying. This is Jimmy Kimmel talking the day after Trump is elected president. Here is Jimmy Kimmel with the crybaby. Here we go.
You got to be kidding.
Let's be honest, it was a terrible night last night. It was a terrible night for women, for children, for the hundreds of thousands of hardworking immigrants who make this country go, for healthcare, for our climate, for science, for journalism, for justice, for free speech. It was a terrible night for poor people, for the middle class, for seniors who rely on Social Security, for our allies in Ukraine.
Crying.
For NATO, for the truth and democracy and decency And it was a terrible night for everyone who voted against him. And guess what? It was a bad night for everyone who voted for him, too. You just don't realize it yet.
Oh, yeah, we're too dumb. You're too dumb. Jimmy Kimmel is telling you you're too dumb, Mike. How you like that?
Yep, the guy who did girls on trampolines is telling me that I'm too dumb.
The guy who dressed as Karl Malone and did blackface and everything is telling you you're too dumb.
Yeah.
Now, do you think he trained himself to cry on demand, and that's why he cries so much, or he's just a crier? He's just a little bitch boy.
He's a little bitch crybaby.
Yeah.
By the way, could you imagine Letterman doing that?
No.
Right? In a million years. Could you imagine Carson
Letterman
doing that?
Hey, Paul, I heard there was an election last night. Yeah, that's it. That's what you got. Yeah. Yes.
The guy with the hair one, right, Paul? Yeah, hair.
Well, I heard we have an orange president. Yeah. That's
Why
it.
is he crying?
Because he's a big pussy.
I like that is, but that's wild to me that you can't talk about that and be like just normal.
And telling you that you're dumb. You're too dumb to realize you voted for the wrong guy because you went against what he thinks.
That's what I keep telling everybody is that like everybody that I say everybody, I mean my wife. When you look at a map of the country and the way people voted, I wanted to be like, do you realize that there's a lot of people that disagree with you?
Yeah.
It was time for them to speak, and they spoke. You can't always think you're right. I don't mean this to my wife. You can't always think that you're right when you look around and see that everybody else is so many other people are against you. Stop for a second and think, maybe I just have a different opinion.
Do you know what's so funny is I talked to Mike Olivero the other day, and Jeff Dunham is coming to town.
The
ventriloquist, who is playing Amalie Arena.
Yeah. Huge.
And he goes, have you ever seen him? And I go, I said, I've seen him do his act. I've never seen him live. I said, I'm not really a fan of that. I go, but obviously people are. The guy has been successful for years and years and years. And he's coming to play the Amalie Arena. Clearly people like him. Not for me.
Right.
No big deal.
Right.
I can see, okay, other people like this. Just not for me.
Right.
No big deal.
Right. Not that makes him bad.
Right.
Or not that makes him unfunny.
Or those people idiots.
Right. It's just it's like music. You listen to what you like. And it's not like my kids. They listen to some dumb stuff, but I don't think they're dumb.
Right. Yeah. So there's Jimmy Kimmel and Stephen Colbert crying. I got to be honest with you. I would love to beat Jimmy Kimmel to death with Stephen Colbert.
Yeah. It's so funny. I expect The View to act like that because they've maintained. Well, Jimmy Kimmel's done that too, and so has Stephen Colbert. But Ryan, I don't know. You just want people to go. All right, well, hey, didn't go the way we planned, but we got to go the next 4 years.
Also, I'd like to point out that Greg Gutfeld is beating both of them in the ratings, crushing them. Yeah. So, well, there you go. That is it for news.
Oh, come on. That's all you got?
That's it.
All right. I have to take a break anyway. The great Bam Margera is here. You know him from Jackass. You know him from Viva La Bam. And you know him from, of course, the weekly news where he's always in trouble. He is in town with us, and he will be in the studio with us next. And then coming up in the next hour, the very funny Brad Williams, the tiny comedian, will be in the studio with us as well. I say tiny just to remind everybody who Brad is. Brad is a longtime friend of the show, super funny comedian. And he'll be playing a theater in town. We'll tell you about that a little later on. So a lot of show left. You can watch it all live on YouTube. Go to youtube.com/The Mike Calta Show or just Google The Mike Calta Show. It'll come up live and you can check this out on the video. And of course, listen on 102.5 The Bone. It's the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Galvin, there's something special going on right now that you're unaware of.
Oh, really? What's happening? Do we catch the monkeys?
The monkeys are still at large.
Oh, okay.
Monkeys are still at large. In Burma, which is located in Southeast Asia, there is currently a telethon going on.
Yeah.
You can go to YouTube and search in KJL Elvis TV. This gentleman has been on for 40 hours and 38 minutes.
Ooh, is he going for a world record?
Going for the world record. He's a Southeast Asian
Elvis impersonator?
Yeah. And he has been singing and playing karaoke at Elvis and drinking protein shakes for the last 40 hours, 39 minutes, and 6, 7, 8 seconds. Let's listen.
All those lonely, lonely times. Baby, all those lonely, lonely times.
Oh, I think he's changing songs.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a live audience,
For
too.
others himself, for everyone in the world, what I'm drinking is clean, is from the nature, is Herbalife. And this lady who is helping me is Astrid Furholt, the only one in the world who go to the South Pole on ski. And she's...
There we go. There we go.
Return to sender. I give a letter to the postman. He put it in his sack. Bright and early next morning.
Not great.
He brought my letter. She wrote upon
Listen, this is a lot funnier if you're watching it than I guarantee if you're driving to work and listening, but it's fantastic.
Do you ever see people in public that you know are absolutely 100% Elvis impersonators?
Yeah, without a doubt. Mutton chop sideburns?
Yeah.
Who has those without for any other reason?
It's funny, whenever my wife and I, a while back, went out for our 10-year anniversary, for our wedding anniversary, we went and got remarried at one of the little chapels in Vegas.
Was Elvis there?
Well, they have an Elvis impersonator that you can have
for
do your thing. Yeah. And we're like, nah, we're not big Elvis fans, so no thank you. The gentleman that did it was the Elvis impersonator. He just wasn't dressed up at the time.
Right.
But I asked him afterwards, I go, do you also do the Elvis? And he goes, yeah. Okay, I get you.
That's the difference between a pink shirt and a white shirt.
Yeah. I saw a guy the other day actually over at Hard Rock that I guarantee was an Elvis impersonator.
Sure. I know a couple here in Tampa that do it. Yeah, they got the big sideburns all the time, and no matter what they do, like, you got a guy who comes over and he's a plumber, but you know what he does on the weekends.
There is a guy. Remember that guy that I sent Joe? I sent you that video of the guy doing Elvis. He wasn't like he didn't try and look like him really or anything, but he sounds so much like him, and he performs and does all the moves and stuff, but he doesn't really look like him.
Right.
But he was really good. I want to say he was Danish or he was some foreign thing, whatever, but he was really good.
He was dead on, too. He had the entire Aloha from Hawaii via satellite.
That's what this guy is trying for.
Perfect. Yeah.
This guy is trying to open up a hospital and homes in Burma. He's raising money.
Oh, good.
So that's
good luck.
He's got 2 hours left to break the record.
Oh,
yeah.
Really? That's it? So something over 42 hours?
42 hours.
All right, I think I could do that. I think I could beat that, Michael.
I don't think so, Joe. I don't think so. You get 30 hours into it, you start going a little stir crazy.
All right, you might be right.
Which makes me think of doing videos and doing stuff. What happened to
we're doing that tomorrow.
Pap. It starts tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's been a little while.
Yeah, if I can get, I have to get the garage cleaned up tonight and ready for tomorrow. And
Painting with Pap, Bob Ross style, is going to be happening, and I don't think it's going to be live, right?
I don't know. I don't know what their plan is. I said I'll just be there at 12. Let's do this thing.
I don't think it's going to be live. I think it's going to be taped and then put up on the YouTube.
And maybe I end it with an Elvis song each time, Michael.
Oh, or no one's stopping you from singing while you're painting, Joe.
That's true.
All right. Well, there you go.
Speaking of singing, we're going to be out with our band Pitbull Toddler on the 22nd of this month at Joyland in Sarasota. I'd like to officially invite Scott Baio to that show.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be great.
I thought by now Scott Baio and I would be best friends, but he did not I don't know. I got to ask Gio where we're off on that. So Scott Baio, I saw on Instagram that he was in Sarasota buying a car, and he was saying what a great experience he had. And I got on the air and I said, "Is Scott Baio? Does he live here?" And then Scott Baio called and left me a message.
Right.
And then Gio talked to him, and Gio said he was working on getting him on the show, and blah blah blah. And it didn't happen, but. I would like to invite Scott Baio to our show at Joyland. That seems to be in his neck of the woods.
Sure, that'd be
He's
great.
out there in the Sarasota, Bradenton area, and have him come on out. And I know Pete was asking me, not known for singing. I guess he did do some singing.
I think he did some singing. I don't know if he plays a little guitar, maybe.
I don't know. Chachi was a dancer. It was quite the dancer.
Yeah.
So anyway, that is happening on the 22nd at Joyland in Sarasota. Our band Pipple Toddler is playing, and maybe Scott Baio.
Be nice.
I mean, I'm not advertising. I'm just saying he's invited.
Right.
There you go. So we're awaiting Bam Margera, who I believe is here, correct?
Yeah, they're here. Gio is asking to bring him in, and I said, yeah, just bring him straight in, right?
Yes. Carmen,
Yes.
just want you to be prepared
I got it.
on the dump
Yeah.
button.
I'm here.
I mean, we always give the guest a speech. Just a reminder, this is radio, and you're on the radio, and you can't curse. And then we said to Bam, and the first thing he did was he used the P word.
I was going to say, because I was not here last time you had
You
him in.
weren't?
No, I think I may have been up in Michigan.
Maybe that's why they don't pay you as much.
Because I went home to take care of my sick uncle.
What dare you?
That's a terrible.
Put your priorities in order.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Carmen, I really am disappointed you're not coming to dinner tonight.
Oh, listen, you guys get to have a boys' dinner, guys' night.
I don't want a boys' dinner.
Yeah.
That's like when people say we took away your man card. I don't want a man card. I don't want to be part of
I
that
don't want a
group.
man card. I don't want a man cave.
Yeah.
I don't want any of that.
Oh.
I definitely don't want to be in a man's cave.
No.
Yeah.
No. I don't have a cave. I don't have a card. I don't want to lose any. I don't care about getting it. I feel like you're just not coming out of protest.
No, I promise you it's because last night, like I said, the game went long. I didn't leave the school until like 10:30. And by the time I got home, took care of the dogs, laid down, it was 12. So by the time I fell asleep, it was probably like 12:31. And then after this, I have to go to job number 2. And I'm just like beat.
Okay. All right.
I'm just tired because I work on the weekends. I work Saturday and Sunday.
Look at this. We got puppies. All right, Carmen.
What?
Yeah, you're missing out now.
Aww.
In the studio with us is the great Bam Margera and his lovely now wife, right?
It is exciting. Good morning.
Congratulations. Good morning.
Bam, I want to be very honest with you.
Yeah.
I am a fan of yours for a long time. I love having you here. I think you're a very interesting guy. I would ruin all that to make out with your wife. And I gotta tell you, I am happy for both of you. That is great. I mean,
I didn't know we were making out this morning. I'm ready.
Listen, Bam,
I brought Plumper.
I'll let you hit me afterwards.
It stings a little.
I'll tell you what happened. So we were in New Mexico, right outside of Albuquerque, filming like this zombie movie,
right?
And
to be released.
And
soon.
this was scheduled like almost a year prior, and it was a 5-day court trial about whether my ex thought we were married or not. And I'm like, you knew this. We had a fake wedding in Iceland,
Right.
and you have to be a resident of Iceland
To
we
be
signed
married.
no paperwork whatsoever. So here I am paying out the yin yang for a 5-day trial, proving. So on the third day, they take a break at noon for lunch. And we look across the street and we see a courthouse, and she's like,
that's so
"Let's do
funny.
it." So I just go do it. TMZ blows
Right
up
in the
on
middle of it.
everybody's phone, and then when they go back on, they're like, "Did you just get married today?" I'm like, I did. And David Glass, her lawyer, was like punching his own head in the back room, like, "Does her last name really say Danielle Margera?" No, yes, this is a legit. We are married.
Right.
That wasn't. Now we.
Now you are,
He's like,
yeah.
well, it seems really convenient that you get
No,
married
I'm
the day of the
just gonna,
trial. I'm
like-
like, well, it is what it is, but I'm telling you that this is what a real marriage is.
Right.
Now you know
That's
how
so funny.
spontaneous we both are.
Yes.
That's why we get along. So just to, we didn't do that on purpose, but it worked out. And we met on the 27th. It happened Memorial Day. Unfortunately, Memorial Day, things were closed. Our manager and Jim Burleson made magic happen. And there was so much love in New Mexico, y'all, that like, if there was a beach, I would have never left.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the people are super sweet. And there was so much love on set that I just told the director, like, hey, I think we're going to get married tomorrow.
Wow.
So you'll get to see it. It was super fun. And we're going to have a big thing soon anyway. But
Yeah,
we're already
yeah.
there. And, the fun will happen after when it's time.
That's pretty. Bam! Things blew up from on the internet and stuff from the last time you were here. You were one of the great. One of the great things about a guest is a guest who will actually answer questions and talk about things. One of the things you answered for me, which had no controversy whatsoever, but was a big deal and blew up on the internet, was how much money you guys spent on that goddamn show. Because I remember I was asking you about blowing up, and I think that's something that everybody was always thinking about, like how they afford to do all that stuff. When you did Jackass and you went to Japan, did that blow the budget for everything else?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And you know what? Nothing really came out of it. I mean, Steve-O sniffed some wasabi at a sushi place. You could have done that right in Tampa. You know what I mean? Like we flew
but it's Japanese wasabi.
We flew 30 people to Tokyo for this.
Listen, though, I have to tell you though, one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life was all those little Asian midgets though come running around the corner.
That was in India.
Yeah.
Which was another thing. You know, flying everybody to India.
Yeah.
And the only thing we got out of that was I think Steve-O did a backflip off of an elephant, and then the midget pit with everybody, and then other than that, Steve-O went through some like what do you call those pipe glasses?
Yeah.
Those.
You still have not talked to him?
I don't have a problem with him. I just
but last time you were here, I called him the day before, and I said because we didn't really know each other, and I said, hey. Bam's coming in, and you always talk about how you love him, and this could be a good opportunity for you guys to talk. And he was like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. He's like, I don't know. And then I talked to you, and you were like, I don't have a problem with him. And he called me afterwards. And he goes, I heard it. It's good to see there's never a problem with me. And I was like, all right, well, then call each other and fix it.
I think just, what Jackass did to me, I just don't want to associate anything with it. And, if I did talk to Steve-O, it would be his way or the only way. Like, say you going to meetings, dude. I've actually been really busy doing this art show in Tampa that I got to judge the Tampa Am contest. Well, you got to make a meeting, dude. I know I got to make a meeting, but I'm not going to today.
Where are you?
I just don't want to hear it.
Last time you were here and we talked about sobriety, you said you were totally sober because she said, if you don't say it, because you said it last time and almost got me in trouble. You said
I put a wad.
She said, no pee for you if you were, and I understood that at that level.
My pee or the vodka.
Right. How have you been? You've been doing good?
I've been doing really good.
Yeah.
And then when we went to Iowa for a Yellow Wolf concert, and it's also the biggest skate park in America there, so I went there to skate it for a week. So we land in Detroit. She rescues dogs. So she's looking at her phone. She's like, they're going to put down this 3-month-old puppy in White Plains, New York, if I don't go handle this. And I'm like, but what about our road trip from Detroit to West Virginia so I could skate that park? And she's like, you've gone a year and it seems like you haven't had a problem. Can you do this alone? I'm like, 3-day trip alone? I guess so.
Yeah.
So, of course, on the third day, I'm outside of Pittsburgh, lost and frustrated. My phone's going to die. I'm going back and forth in this town, the population of 20. And I look across the street. I see a beer mill. I order 3 twisted teas, and I'm just sitting in a post office saying, come and get me, come and find me. I'm not moving. Car was running, DUI, unbelievable.
Wow.
So, 8 days in solitary confinement I had to do.
Wow.
And
is that the most insane?
Yeah.
I've never been 100%. In jail.
And I got to say, if anybody has a problem with anything, whether it's heroin or alcohol or whatever, stick anybody in a hole for 8 days and then come out and say, if you do that again, you're going to do
going back there.
I bet you everybody would clean up their act.
Yeah.
When you're with you, yourself, and I in a room with nothing to do, on the third day, they gave me a pencil and paper, so I was able to occupy myself with some drawings. They gave me some Stephen King book that I read the crap out of.
Right.
But man,
do me a favor, bring me through that if you can, real quick, because because I've never been to jail, but my dad would. What? No, I would have. You've never been to jail.
I've been.
What have you been to jail for?
I went for 3 days. Changed my life.
Yeah.
Too hot. Put her in jail.
She threw spaghetti all over her boyfriend drunk.
It wasn't a good day, but it was a day on Palm Beach with no food, a lot of booze, and the ex-wife called, and that was about it.
About what year?
08. No, it's been like 8 years. But
were we that dependent on cell phone check? Because that's my number one thing.
It wasn't that big of a deal yet, but I remember because I was a local bartender, and it took 8 years to admit it. And I know people have threatened my mugshot. Go ahead. I don't really care anymore.
Oh, okay. I bet it's a hot mugshot.
But you don't want to go to jail on a Friday because then you don't get out until
Monday. Yeah.
So I was there for 3 days, and I never drank tequila again.
Oh, yeah, tequila will do it. So if you're in jail and they arrest you and they bring you to solitary, you're in walls or bars?
You're in walls.
Walls and dark, like they see in the movies.
Yeah, there's no windows. You don't know what time it is, and there's a little tiny window, like a rectangle
in the door
thing you could deal with, and it's just a bed.
Well,
and a
him
toilet
especially, you
and a
have to
sink.
know because it's who he is.
You're right.
But when I came in, everybody recognized me, and they were
violent offender, Ben Margera.
They were heckling me, not like that they wanted to beat me up, more like, "Yo, you ever been to a birthday party? Let me get
Diddy party?
number. What was it like? Jessica Simpson." You know, and they were like, "You don't belong here. We're gonna put you in solitary confinement." But man, on the fourth day, this guard was like sweeping up, and then he slipped something under the door. I'm like, "What the hell is that?" I grabbed it. It was one of those like English Withers toffee caramel.
Oh, he gave me a little candy.
This is the best thing I've ever had.
Oh, that's
no
so
more
funny.
plastic green beans, mystery meat, and stale cornbread.
Is that what, so? And do they slide that under the door like they do in the movies, or they?
Yeah, he did.
You don't. So you don't even get to leave to go eat. They just give it to you in the room.
Oh, they just slide it on under, and it's honestly
girls are
food
different.
just to keep you alive. Like one time they slipped under some pasta, and it was just boiled pasta. There was no sauce. There was no salt and pepper. It
Really?
was just noodle.
I often wonder. I have no plans to go to jail, but I think about it. I don't drink and drive and any of that stuff. But I thought if I go to jail, even if it's for 48 hours, I will have that separation anxiety from my kids that will drive me insane.
Yeah.
But then I think I would miss my phone more than my kids. Like I think I'm so dependent on my phone.
You might miss your dog before you miss
I mean,
anything.
I know I'm gonna like if I'm in the car and my wife gives me a hard time about texting and driving or looking at my phone and driving, I'm like, I'm already going crazy. I'm biting my fingernails and stuff. So I'd imagine if I'm in jail, I'm gonna go crazy.
And I don't know if it's better to prepare yourself knowing that you're going or not, because my parole officer said, "Come in and visit the station so we could talk about it." So I go in, I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna go talk about it real quick. They handcuffed me, put me right in jail, and she's sitting out
hanging
for
at the
2 hours
courthouse.
saying, "When's he gonna be done?" They're like, "Done what?
he
He's
went
in
to jail.
jail."
It was rough.
So I got saboed.
Yeah, it was not a good time.
Dude, I don't trust anybody when that
And the PO talked to Perez Hilton like before he was even in the back. I'm like, oh, so you're that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Also, Perez
Yeah, who
Hilton's-
talks to
what
him
year is
anyway?
it?
I
Yeah.
know, thank you.
Yeah, what
But
year
after
is
the
it?
8 days of
What year
solitary
is it?
confinement, I had to go back to treatment for 2 weeks, and like, I'm like, man, so I go in and they're like, so how bad you detox? And I'm like, I'm not.
You're right.
They're like, how bad you withdrawing? I'm like, 0. They're like, when was the last time you had a drink? I'm like, I had 2 twisted teas
Right.
10 days ago.
By the way, way to go
and
on the
before
hardcore
that,
stuff.
I went a year without anything.
Yeah.
So I'm great.
Yeah.
The only thing that happened was a road trip by myself I know I can't do anymore
Can I be honest
at
with you?
this moment in time.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
You seem a lot better now than when you were last time you were here.
Yeah.
I don't know that I am, but that you are or not. But you look a lot healthier.
Yeah, you look good.
and
you look like you lost some weight. You look tan. You look healthy.
Skating every day. We
Yeah.
always make sure we hit up a gym no matter where we're headed to.
Yeah.
But man, I got to tell you this.
Yeah, she ain't gonna let you get fat. buddy.
If you if you look up like torture and torment on the planet Earth, it's this. So in solitary confinement, there's this Charles Manson looking dude. You know, that's what he looks like.
Sure.
Just an older
what I'd
white
expect
guy.
to see in there. Yeah.
And then next to his cell is a dude like Soulja Boy, you know, like Compton
Yeah.
Ass Terry.
Yeah.
So anytime Compton Ass Terry's awake, he hears that JC is the Charles Manson looking guy. Yeah, JC awake. James, why JC be a pedophile?
Oh
He's
my
like,
God.
F you know, F
Back
you,
and
I'll
forth
kill you,
all the time.
Back and forth.
I'm getting to JC be a pedophile. I'll kill you. Like just tormenting you.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's 4 a.m. or 4 in the afternoon. Whenever Soulja Boy heard that JC's awake,
He started going
total
after him?
torment.
Ah, that's
and
funny.
JC's knocking on my door when he has his 1 hour of time to walk around.
Right.
And he's waking me up. I'm like, I'm in bed, like with a blanket
Yeah.
over me. I'm like, what? He's like, you don't believe that I'm a pedophile because I'm not one. I'm like, I don't care what you are.
Like, I'm
I
trying
just
to
want you to
sleep.
leave me alone. He's like,
You were in
I'll
re-
go get my paperwork now and prove that I'm not one. I'm like, you can't.
You were
get
in
your
real jail.
So I
Yeah.
didn't know if he was or wasn't, but it was total torment.
I bet he was.
Soulja Boy.
I'm gonna leave off of the girls are different. We braid our hair. We
Yeah.
we had a runway show.
That's the other thing. Yeah.
Orange is the new black. I mean, I didn't eat the food, but I remember one girl was like, do you bartend at the Dive Bar in Jupiter, Florida? And I just put my head down like, yeah.
So you were just there for the weekend.
Yeah, I just went because, I drank too much and
JC
I
be
called
a pedophile.
called the cops on myself, basically.
What's your longest stint been? in jail.
That was his first time. That's why, listen, for all these times, I'm not going to say anything, but I'm his wife now.
Yeah.
Like, maybe he needed that because he is different and it will change you.
The only other time was in Glasgow, Scotland, Bella Houston Festival, Eminem, 80,000 people, and Yellow Wolf was opening. So he had me fly in from Iceland to sing a song with him.
Right.
And somebody at the end of the show passed me this like $600 bottle of Tullamore Dew. It went down so smooth that I drank it in like 30 minutes. I was so belligerent at the hotel, cussing up a storm, that they took me to jail. And when it was crowded with all the Eminem drunk people, and they all recognized me. He goes,
of course.
How come Ben McGelly gets his own celly up, pad up with this? Takes a shite every time. Oh, he took one shake, one in it. He go, well, you still effing stink, mate. So now I'm in jail. They couldn't take this one ring off. And I noticed that the guard comes around every 30 minutes and he catches me like carving something in the wood. He goes, "Are you whittling there?" I was like, "What?" I said, "Are you whittling there?" I'm like, "That whittling? That was already there. It says Ben Magana was here." I'm caught. It was me.
Hey, does Joe look like the guy, the pedophile from jail?
Say no.
Shorter hair.
I don't think Bam looked him in the eyes.
Oh man, Bam Margera, his wife Danny are here now. What do you guys? I understand you got a whole bunch of stuff going on in the state. What are you doing?
Yeah. So when I got out, I opened up this at my house. There's this thing called a hobbit hole. It's like a little. It used to be a horse barn, but it got redone.
Where is this house now? Where are you?
In Pennsylvania.
So you're still there? Okay,
yeah, right outside.
We're redoing that whole place.
You are?
Oh yeah. It needs Jesus. I've brought him. I bring him every now and then.
So when I went down there and opened it, I noticed that I had 300 paintings in there, and I'm like, "What? I forgot all about this." Some of them are from like 07, and there's one from 98. It was supposed to be my first toy machine graphic for my first pro deck.
Right.
It never happened. But I mean, these things are of value. I got guitars signed by Metallica, Billy Idol, and just random sculptures that I bought of like spooky people for $20,000 in Montreal.
Wow.
Just all collected back there. And whether it's me having a state sale or just putting these things in a trailer and I've noticed it spur of the moment, like on Instagram.
Pop-ups, babe.
Pop-ups.
Yeah.
If I'm just like, hey, passing through Des Moines, Iowa, I'm going to be at the skate shop setting up my artwork, signing limited edition decks and posters. It'll be crowded in 2 days of notice.
Oh, that
people
community.
love this spur of the moment thing.
Pop-up stuff.
It's almost better than promoting it 2 months ahead.
Yeah, but you also have that. You have that skater community that is
100%.
And they will drive
hard.
hours.
Yeah.
I don't know if we told you the last time, but we had remember the sisters that we took bowling?
Yeah.
They drove for 3 days, these
Tell
two
us that
girls.
story.
And they must have only been like 19, 20. So even as I'm like, y'all, and I'm, kind of street smart. So I'm like,
Hey,
you guys
you're in
drove
luck. You
here?
don't have to get beat up if you French her because she pretty much has a twin sister in Atlanta named Mel.
You're gonna pimp Melanie out next year. Sorry, Melanie. I'm trying to keep her a secret, but everyone knows we look alike. But we, the girls drove, like I'm saying, they drove 3 days just to see him at this event and sign a deck. And we're like, we can't let you leave right away. We're buying you dinner. Here's gas money. We took them bowling.
Awesome. That's cool.
We had so much fun. But that is like the pop-ups are fun because they're like, wait, he's only 4 hours. We're going.
Yeah.
So I would do that for Britney Spears. But.
You know Jason Ellis?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just here last week.
Oh, cool.
And then he's one of those guys too that he just like, I go, what are you doing today? He's like, I'm gonna go skate for a little while. Like if you're doing it all the time.
Yeah.
And
he was in my movie Haggard.
And they love him at the skate park.
Yeah.
Like, the kids show up. It's so fun.
That's the thing, and that must feel so great to know that you're without trying to be too ass-kissy, your icon status for these kids. I mean, and the fact that you're still so young and still here, and that you can actually be in their lives as opposed to just hearing about you, or that must be.
They
so
lose
great.
their minds.
Yeah.
So cute. They're like, goat. I'm like, oh,
And man,
he's goat.
Yeah.
Jason Ellis had a hit show with Sirius 28 Faction with me. I was right on after Radio Bam, and I did over 300 episodes, and I just got kind of burnt out and wanted to stop. But
I feel you.
But Sirius Radio just randomly called up Tony Hawk, called up Ellis, and called up all the sports. They were like, "We're done."
Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah. It's a weird.
So
company.
I don't know what happened.
They
there.
have no money. They give the money to the. They give all their money to Howard, And then they don't know what the plan is after Howard, so they're probably panicking right now.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. By the way, Bam Margera is here in the studio. So what will you do? What do you? I don't even know what you're promoting. I know you
We
had
got
the
a lot
art show
going on the Tampa AM.
It's called Bricks. It's in Ybor City.
Okay.
It's like the skateboard restaurant owned by Skate Park at Tampa.
Gotcha.
So
All right.
whenever
Schaefer.
Brian Schaefer, when all the skateboarders are done, they always pack
Head
that
over
place.
there, yeah.
So
When are you going there?
We'll be there tonight.
Well, we'll be there setting up too.
Yeah.
We still have some framing to do and hanging up.
So we're
some,
basically hanging out at Bricks, and then he's going to do some judging on Sunday. I think today they're doing like the 200 guys are going to go crazy and get to the top.
I gotta say this:
20, I think
they have a Tampa Am in November, and then Tampa Pro is, I think, in March. But these kids, the amateurs, they go much harder because they are hungry to even get a sponsor. So they will jump off this roof doing a kickflip when you're already pro and you have a shoe on Nike. You're already clocking back, and you don't need to do that.
Like, I don't have to jump anymore.
So Tampa Am is much more exciting. Like they'll literally jump off the roof if they have to.
So the Rays, which is our baseball team here, they put out a new logo earlier in the year, and that was community related, and it was skating. And I lived here since 1989, and I don't realize the big skate this community that is in Tampa.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, Tony, you'll find out Tony was here, or you're here, or Ellis is here. All these guys.
Yeah, Tony was in Orlando yesterday.
Yeah.
Plus skate shop.
Yeah. So this is like, I mean, there's a bigger community here than I think the people that live here are even aware of.
Yeah.
You know, our assistant Morgan, she also, I hate the word handler. She just helps us a lot because we don't need to be handled.
Well, sometimes.
Let me take that back.
Yeah.
No, but she was on the plane, and this guy's like talking to her. She's sitting next to, over talking, like kind of talking, but so excited that Bam Margera is going to be at the Tampa AM. I can't believe Bam's going to be there. And of course, she's being all quiet, like does he know who he's sitting with? But can't wait to see him at the show.
That's awesome, man.
Like the Tampa Am is such a big deal that if you win Tampa Am, then you're instantly turned pro from whatever sponsors that you have.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's the biggest contest for AMs and pro as well.
I'll send you some footage.
What was the
It's
first?
been the biggest deal since I can remember.
Well, you were what, 20 when you
Well, I
won?
was 14 the first
Okay.
time I entered Tampa
That's
Am.
what I was going to ask you. Oh, really?
Yeah.
What was your first deal where you made a lot of money? Like your first, whether it was an endorsement or
Well,
something?
to me,
Deodorant?
Nike. I was the first skater to ever ride for Nike when I was 16 years old.
Wow.
And I wasn't even pro yet, so they were giving me $5,000 a month. Coming from me, I grew up across the street from a sewer factory, and I remember that we were going to lose our house if we couldn't cough up $40,000, which was an enormous
Right, was
amount.
Phil even making $5,000 a month at the
No,
time?
he was just a baker at a grocery store.
Yeah.
And my mom was a hairdresser, so we were not making ends meet, but that was a lot of money at the time. Then then I made my own video called CKY, and through mom and pop skate shops and word of mouth, never put out one ad, sold over 1 million copies. And then from there, Jackass happened. And then the easiest job I've ever done was get extreme, get right guard. 1 day of work, $1 million.
Really?
Wow.
That is great.
I just want to go back to the fact that April could actually do my hair. I didn't know that.
What's your deal with them? Last time we were here, you hadn't talked to them.
They bought us a 2-seater bike. We haven't tried it yet.
A 2-seater?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm excited.
I just wanted to, let a bit of time go by after the disaster that happened. Coming back to Castle Bam unannounced, I didn't think that I had to announce anything.
Right.
But I mean, I was playing some songs with my brother in the kitchen, and his phone was connected to the Bluetooth. So I'm like, you got to hear this song. And I grab his phone, and his phone pops up with a 3-way conversation with, it was a recording studio at the time with Prince's soundboard.
Right.
So
right.
the 3-way is like, dude, we didn't know Bam would be back. We need to get him back to California ASAP. I mean, we have bands booked here, and he's ruining our program. We need to 5150 him for no reason or get him back. So I got so mad. So I'm sure my brother's story is Bam was drunk and out of control. Well, you keep forgetting the part where you wanted to 5150 me for no reason.
Right.
So, of course, his dumb girlfriend calls the police saying I put a bear trap on her foot, which is a death threat, apparently.
Yeah, he had like
even
a
though I put
terroristic
my
attack
hand
threat
in one and
because of
Jackass
that.
2, and it didn't even break.
In her defense, that sounds like something you would do.
So
I have threatened people a lot. I've never threatened them with a bear trap.
So I know now that when I hear the police sirens coming, when they get me, I'm going to have to go back to treatment again because that's what happens on a 5150. They lock you up in a loony bin for 2 weeks, and then you have to go to treatment for 90 if it's Florida, but I don't know the rules in PA.
Right.
So I start running for the hills. I hid it in a pricker bush near my house
hardware store
for about 4 hours until a squirrel woke me up thinking that I was dead. Then I hopped 8 barbed wire fences because I had to. It was the only way to avoid the streets because there was 8 police officers cars riding all over the place. So I had to avoid it at all costs. Then I drank the Brandywine River because I was dying of thirst. And then I slept in this box at a house that looked...
That's now our friend.
That nobody
She's
was
our
there.
friend now.
What is?
Where he was sleeping in the box.
So I was walking the dog the other day. And she was like, hey, I just got to ask, when you were on that crazy manhunt with helicopters in the sky, did you wind up sleeping in because I was walking right past their
She's
house.
our neighbor, but they're
She's like,
far
did you
away.
happen to sleep in our garage? I'm like, you know what? I just may have. She's like, it's okay if you did. I just want to know because I remember the dogs were barking that night and, there was some rummaging going on.
Right.
And so I assigned her a skate deck and put it on the
That's
front porch saying,
hilarious.
thanks for letting me stay at your garage during my manhunt against you.
And
What a
she
great
gave him
story.
The best haircut he's had in a long time. Shout out to Mary if you're listening. Best haircut Bam's had in a long time.
What a great story. You're not going to believe who was in my garage last night.
Yeah. But man, dude, that I have PTSD from that.
I'm sure.
Like
you were they were hunting for you.
So I basically walked through the woods about 14 miles till I made it to this Albanian restaurant that hid me in the basement. And then from there, I got transported to Fairman Skate Shop. And I wrote a random text, I forget to who, but I just wanted to see if they were reading my phone, like the
Ping
police.
it, yeah.
And I say, I'm going to be at Fairman's. Pick me up there. So I hit at Jitter's Sports Bar across the street so I could look out the window and see. As soon as I said, I'm here at Fairman's, the car pulls up. I go, is there anybody behind you? And they go, it doesn't seem like it. And they go, hold up. Yes, there is. 8 police officers surround the car. I run out the back of Jitter's and come up with a different plan.
Mind you, if you've never been to this town, which I've only been a few times, it's very small.
Yeah.
So
Everybody
they all know
knows,
him. Yeah. So the Ace Hardware, I forget what I'm going to get. Spray paint. They're like, how's Bam? He's great.
Do you know that this would be a great pitch for a TV show? Just find Bam.
Finding Bam.
You give Bam 20 minutes to go, and then you have the next 2 days to find
Well,
him.
you know what?
I could be stealth.
Yeah.
Believe me.
Listen,
I know.
Listen, not anymore because I have the Bounty Hunter's number, and Hulk Hogan said he'd come get him if I need him to.
Man,
so I
wow.
have backup these days.
You better watch out. He might be more after you.
Listen, I love Sky. I'm okay with that.
Oh, speaking of the Hulk, he's going to come check out the art show. I told him I'd give him a free piece if he comes.
I love his wife.
Oh, that's
and
funny.
Nick Hogan.
Yeah.
Sky Hogan's amazing. She's
So that's in Ybor City.
Yeah.
And you're doing that. And then
7th Street.
And 7th Avenue. Yeah. And then at the Bricks. And then you're headed out. What? You got stuff going on in Daytona too?
So Tampa AM.
Tampa AM, yeah.
Tampa AM.
Yeah. And then we're going to Fort Lauderdale so I can see some peeps. If you're listening this morning, I'm coming for you.
Gotcha.
Then we go to Daytona.
Yeah. You gotta keep an eye on her. You don't know who she knows around here. I don't know.
Listen,
You're making me nervous.
Don't make him. I told him, I said, you think you can disappear? I know where Turks and Caicos is.
She's friends with that hottie Rachel Utica.
You could tell.
You could tell.
Oh, yeah.
That's my girl. Misunderstood.
Oh, she'll hook you up. She's
so
connected.
Hottie. She's a hottie. I love her.
She's
That's my girl crush.
You guys doing weird sex stuff? You doing threesomes or what? What's going on?
I'm not into that. I'm not a sharer. I'm Sicilian. I'm very Sicilian Irish.
Also
she gets thrown around the room like a rag doll.
Yeah.
Is that it?
No, maybe in our 20s when we met, it would have been a little bit different. But
Right.
I think we're adults now.
I feel like you definitely call the shots though.
Listen, I didn't marry him for nothing.
Right,
so anybody who's trying to get in my way, honey, please, you will
And
not
I get yelled at
ruin my
sometimes if
marriage.
like 2 days goes by and she hasn't had her way. It's been 2 days and I haven't even get boned yet. Well, we've been
Yeah.
busy.
Listen to
we
me. You
haven't
need to
been that
find the
busy.
time,
It's a
son.
good thing to get yelled at though. All right, well,
Yeah,
I'll take
yeah,
10
yeah.
now. I'm
For
not
those
busy
who wake
anymore.
up, for those who wake up this early, and to the ladies, he doesn't want to do a podcast with me. I'll talk to myself. I have no problem. But all women need coffee and that in the morning.
Yeah.
And just shut up.
Yeah.
Like, just stop the talking.
This
Just-
sounds like the best
you know
relationship
what I
ever.
mean? Like, I actually asked them to stir my coffee with it.
Yeah.
You know? It won't be too hot. And then,
Wow.
that's breakfast.
Get it, man.
Smarten up.
I usually hate traffic, but we're in Miami and we're stuck in all this traffic. She's like, oh, this traffic's making me so frustrated. I just need to get into a hotel, put your balls in my
Oh, hey.
I love Miami traffic. Hotel right there.
It's 3-hour traffic. There's a lot to do in 3 hours.
Smokes. Man, you guys must be so fun to be. Now, who are these people?
So that is Morgan, who I was telling you, who was sitting on the plane with the fun fan who
From
we can't
Cleveland.
wait to meet from Cleveland. She's actually, I stole her in Atlanta. She's worked with a lot of
Comic-Con.
Comic-Cons
Gotcha,
and a lot
okay.
of big names out there. So I stole her. She helps keep the negativity away from my
And now, is that your dog or their dog?
That's our new rescue dog named Noah.
What a
Blue
beauty. What a
Margera.
beauty.
From the Tampa Hurricane.
She's from your hurricane.
Oh, really?
So she now
somehow
lives with
made
us.
its way to Pennsylvania.
And Manny, by the way, we stole. He picked us up one time, and he's your local, and he was our driver in his amazing Tesla and let Bam jam out.
All right.
So then
awesome.
Bam stole him, and Manny's actually a huge fan of the show.
Oh,
so
great.
I
All
wanted you
right.
guys
This
to say
all
hi
worked
to
out
Manny.
perfect.
So Manny picks us up and makes sure that we're on time. Even if we're 5 minutes late, we know that we're not going to come in with one eyelash on.
We're all good.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are, I got to tell you, I'm out of breath just trying to follow along with everything you do.
It's a
What
lot
an exciting
going,
life.
and then, from there, Daytona, we're just gonna, I love Pennsylvania, but it's cold.
I'm really into this.
Who loves Pennsylvania?
It's
Nobody
cold.
loves. I'm surprised you're
it's
still there.
horse country where he is.
Yeah.
So I love horses.
If you go 15 minutes to
it's beautiful.
towards the west, you'll see a lot of Amish people. Like
yeah,
we live in the
it's
middle
cool.
of nowhere.
It's cool.
Okay.
But, and I've been in Florida for 18 years, so it's nice to get a little bit of, I got to see the seasons change this year, so that was really awesome. But it's 46 and raining, like this Miami
But
tail.
I do want to avoid as much of the winter as I can up north because when there's a blizzard first time and you're snowed in, it's fun. But anything more than one time, I just want nicer weather
I
to
wanna
skate
do it
in.
once.
So now that we drove the murdered out Hummer here with a fully packed
dogs,
U-Haul,
we got the dogs.
now we could just float around to skate spots and skate shops, and I could just post 2 days
you're
ahead
on
of time, having an art show at, let's say, Stratosphere Skate Shop in Atlanta, Georgia.
Right. And then people just show
And
up
then because people, I think they get more excited knowing like, oh, they're having one in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Well, we live in Marietta. I'm going to call off work and head on
Make a
down there.
little
So
road
spur of
trip.
the moment, I want to.
And before if we have to go soon, like Folly Beach, where I grew up, Charleston, South Carolina, just to say how this works. Like he can paint things in 2 hours. I'll leave him in 2 hours and come back. There'll be 50 paintings.
Wow.
So we have this bird, and there's a saying that's "Live like Jimmy," and it's just a legendary thing on Folly Beach. So he painted that and had the little ones for $100. He couldn't keep
Well, she
them
bought me
on-
a stack of 50 of these
couldn't
paintings
keep
that were
them on the
probably
shelf.
12 by
Wow.
12 inches, foot by foot. So I kept drawing this bird, Live Like Jimmy, Folly Beach, South
The
Carolina.
locals loved it.
It probably took me a minute or two a piece to do these drawings on
Not
one. So I
even.
did 50, and I had this little bin of $100 bin of Live Like Jimmy Folly Beach birds.
They felt so special.
all
That's
went-
great.
And then they get to bring
$100,
the decks.
$100.
You
Yeah.
know, I mean, the decks we have new unlimited decks that if everyone remembers the artist collaboration he did. Well, this is the last round, then we're going to do it again. So we have some decks with us.
We need a Bam
I have
painting
one for you.
the studio. That'd be awesome.
We have a deck for you too.
It's so funny. You would be lost without her. She's got everything organized and everything in order. I got to tell you, this. No wonder why you're so
Say that
happy
one more
now.
time, Mike Calta.
If you
Say
have
that
the
one more
time, it'll be hung up till Monday. So if you want to swing by Bricks and pick one out, for
Why don't
free,
you go
can.
ahead and respond if you'd be lost without me? I'm still there. I'm still back there. Thank you, Mike, for saying that.
Honestly, because listen, I'm going to tell you right now, I was a fan of yours for a long time, and then you read about these things and you're like, I feel bad. I think this guy's. And then I saw you last year, and I was like, all right, he's got. Now it's like an entirely different person. You seem happier. And then she's like, I got 3 decks left. I got 2 this. We got a handler. We got a driver. Now bring me back to Murdered Out Hummer. You have the Murdered Out Hummer here.
We did.
Well,
What is it?
the purple Bentley SUV.
Right.
That's fun, but dude, if you drive from Philadelphia to Florida and back, you're already like decreasing a $200,000 car by $20,000 by doing that.
Right.
So I'm like, let's just buy a $30,000 Murdered Out Hummer and run it to the ground.
Oh, I used to
And
have
they're
one.
safer too.
And it's wider for the dogs. It's
like driving a living room. It was the best car I've ever owned.
Sleep in it if
I
you
went
want
through Escalades and Avalanches and all. I tried all these things. I didn't love anything as much as I love that Hummer.
He's in love with the Hummer.
Yeah.
So
as long as anything has a dope stereo and some room, that's all I care about.
And you know what sold him on this one? It has stars at the top. The guy put stars.
I got that in my Sprinter. I love it.
Oh, you have? Who has it? You?
I have it in my Sprinter. Yeah.
But man, I can tell you this: after owning 3 Lamborghinis and even the Ferrari, the stereo system suck in there, and it's so small that you could barely even fit a Pepsi in there.
What the Lamborghini had Alpines in it, didn't it? Back in the day?
I don't know, but I bought a brand new 2 of them, a Murcielago and a Gallardo, and dude, the stereo has no bass to it. It's just a standard stereo, and you could barely even fit a skateboard in the trunk. Like you cannot.
It's little.
If you plan on. You cannot fit any luggage. You could probably fit in a T-shirt.
Yeah, Bam could not hide out.
It's
in
not
a
a good road trip car.
Well, I gotta tell you, I'm glad that things are going good for you. I'm glad that you're happy and successful, and that you're married now.
Married, can you believe that? We're gonna have a fun wedding soon. Like I said, when I share the pictures, you're gonna freak out. Like the lady. Helen, I can say she's a lady girl. She is the only female mechanic in Socorro, New Mexico, and she was also our notary.
Mechanic
and
zombie,
and she's in zombie gear, signing our. You can't even write this. So then, as we're like planning this on set. Everyone, like some people knew, some people didn't because we wanted it to be a surprise.
Right.
And the zombie, he's actually in a shot with me on my Instagram. If you go where I'm like in a bathing suit and they're behind me.
Yeah.
The one to the left is who married us.
Oh, that's so
he
funny.
like came up behind me. He's like, I can marry y'all. Like, and he's like, he was telling us he's like close to God, like this whole thing. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so crazy. So it was so meant to be. And then we'll do like the big thing
But you
when it's
seem
time.
like such a normal person. How did you get messed up in this whole life? I think it's great.
Well,
things are meant to be.
Things are meant. I mean, I was just saying to Morgan, we were talking about it yesterday, that I don't know, because when you think about life that we live, I mean, I really don't know why I went to that pool party that day.
Yeah,
I was not in the mood to go.
Right.
I didn't like the girls. I pretended I did. I know you hear me. I didn't want to go. My mom is the one that actually was like, you did not go to LA to stay in bed. And when have you ever let people bother you? Go. And then I put my big girl panties on. I looked at the dogs. I was like, I'm out. And then within like 2 hours, we met.
I'm not gonna lie. When you said big girl panties, I pictured your panties. Sorry, Bam. I'm sorry. I'm getting those.
You can't. They're definitely not big. So
I didn't think they were. Yeah. Listen, you guys are the best. I love you guys. I love having you come here. You're always welcome to come here.
We're gonna be we're gonna be hanging out for a little bit on this side in the heat.
Good.
So,
Enjoy
stay
it.
in touch.
And say, Bam, stay sober. I don't want you to end up in solitary confinement or rehab or any of that stuff.
Yeah.
What's worse? I think I'd rather be in solitary than in rehab. People talking to me and having to tell stories.
Because rehab, you can go out and smoke cigarettes.
Yeah.
The food is actually A-okay.
Okay, all right.
And you get to watch TV. And, there's things to do.
And I'm also going to give a shout out to RCA.
No, solitary, that's horrible.
You should thank RCA.
It's the worst it gets.
Yeah.
You should say thanks to RCA because they did really well. They were really good
Shout
to
out
Bam.
to RCA.
They were really good to
Devon,
Bam.
Pennsylvania.
And Tegan, she was I'm still friends with her. She cares. They're not going to let him go.
Okay. All right, good.
He's got a really good team behind him. It's now up to
you.
him. He's off probation. I know the world knows because people can't stop dogging, but he's doing really well.
Well, listen.
So
Bam Margera, a skating icon, is in town. You'll have an opportunity to go see him at the Bricks in Ybor City on 7th Avenue. He'll be doing the AM tomorrow.
Yeah. And Sunday.
I'm such an old man. I don't know what I'm saying.
Sunday. So in the daytime, the contest is happening at the skate park at Tampa. So, that usually ends around 5. Then all the skaters head towards the Bricks
to go
So
eat.
I'll probably be from 6 till 8, signing stuff, saying what up. But I mean, the art will be available there whenever it's open.
Okay.
You could go in and check it out and buy it. But
awesome. Well,
yeah, if you
great
can make
for
your
you
way in, I'll give you a free item as well as Hulk.
And we're
Hulk
donating
Hogan.
towards the hurricane animals. So
that's
Brian and I
awesome.
are making sure that we have a proceed of what we have.
I don't want you to leave that dog here. That
How
dog
about
is
the babies?
beautiful.
She is so cute, little Noah.
Oh my gosh.
She's been a blessing. She's
All right,
great.
well, you guys are the best. Thank you
We
for
love
getting
you
up early and
guys.
coming in.
Yay.
Hopefully we'll see you soon. We got to take a break. Brad Williams is here next. It's the Mike
Brad
Calta
Williams.
Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. In the studio with us now, also looking good, and super sexy Brad Williams is here.
I'm so mad at you.
Why me? What did I do?
I'm so mad at you.
trouble
because you booked me on the same show as Bam Margera. I have fought so long in my career to not be compared to Wee Man, and now no one's gonna believe I'm not Wee Man. No one took a photo of Bam. I'll post it later. Everyone, here's the thing. I will say, hey, it's me, Brad Williams, with Bam Margera, and people will go, yeah, Wee Man, because he goes by a moniker.
Yeah.
So even if I use my real name, people are like, oh, he's using his real name now. He's not like, damn it, I can't escape this.
Wee Man is a great name.
Hey, he nailed it.
Yeah,
he nailed it. Shout out to him. We actually shot a movie together last year.
Oh, really?
It hasn't come out yet,
Was Santa in it?
But it will. Oh, how dare you?
I You don't really see a lot of movies.
You know what's not in your life, Mike? You know what's not in your life? Kale.
Anyway. That's true. No, seriously. What was the movie?
Spinal Tap 2.
Oh, you did that?
Yeah.
And how was it as awful as we think it's going to be?
No. It's going to be good.
Wouldn't it be great if they cast all little people in the Spinal Tap?
I would support that too.
Yeah.
Do you like the anti-Snow White where they took all the dwarves out of that thing? All right.
Fill a movie with dwarves?
I'll rant for 40 minutes about that movie. Freaking dinklage.
Are you anywhere near Stonehenge?
I'm not allowed to say what I'm doing, but
right.
if you've seen the first one, it's not hard to figure it out. But Wee Man's in it with me.
Yeah.
So there's two little people in the movie, and which I was happy about. Because now some people will be like, "Oh, they're not the same people," and then I'm going to post a photo of Bam, and then all that goes to hell. All that goes
Glad
to
we could
hell.
help.
I've already texted Jason because we talk to each other. We're friends. We all know each other. That's how it works. We say hi at the meetings.
Same thing with Fat Guy.
Yeah. We're all dwarves are friends except Dinklage. That's it.
Yeah. Because he thinks he's better.
Yeah. Well, he's the one that got all the dwarves taken out of Snow White. Thanks, buddy. Wait, you know the only two types of acting jobs that come around for little people every year. Let's get rid of one of those.
That's true. I mean, really, you every once in a while there's a breakout movie like Bad Santa. That's got a little person.
Tony Cox, legend.
But other than that, no. Tony Cox was so goddamn funny in that movie. That's one of the funniest movies,
dude. And so I shot a commercial with him. It was a shot-for-shot remake of the "What's in the Box" scene from Seven, but it's for an ice cream company, and he played the Morgan Freeman role, obviously, and then I played the Brad Pitt role, obviously. I mean, look at me. And then we got this other dwarf actor that played the Kevin Spacey role. He was awesome.
Really?
Yeah, he was texting minors the whole time too. So really got into character. Really method. Really good. And but yeah, the commercial went viral, but I got to hang out with Tony all day.
Oh, that's
that
cool.
dude is funny as hell. And he's an OG.
Yeah.
That dude's been around forever. He was in Willow. He's done stuff forever. So that was great.
You are by far the most confident little person I've ever met in my life, and I'm just you've never showed any sign of fear of anything.
Well, I mean, I do fear some things, like large dogs.
Yeah. If I were you, I'd ride one.
Birds.
Yeah.
Large birds. Dude, I was on vacation about a month ago. My mom wanted to get all the family together, so we went to this dude ranch thing, and I'm like, I don't like outdoors, but okay.
A dude ranch.
Yeah.
That seems to be the worst possible thing.
That's the worst.
Trampled by horses.
It's just surrounded by things that can kill me.
Yeah.
It's just surrounded. There's horses. Even the Shetland ponies.
Yeah,
terrifying.
so big.
Terrifying. Oh. And then they're like, there's bald eagles that'll just swoop down, and I'm like, I'm getting dive bombed. If I put a piece of roast beef on my shoulder, I'm just gonna get picked up.
Would be the single greatest story in the history of anything.
It'd be the dwarf version of Uber.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, oh, here's what Elon Musk came up for us. It's an eagles come in and pick us up and take us away.
That's so funny.
Yeah, man. Yeah. There's certain times when things scare me. I still live in California, and of course, a lot of the comics have moved out. They've gone to Texas and Tennessee and here in Florida.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that are like, "Hey, you gonna come to Florida?" I go, "Nah, it's wet." And I'm 4 feet tall. Okay? I don't you guys are used to hurricanes. God bless you. There's one that just went left and thankfully missed. right here. And for the people that are still going through crap, man, I feel for you. But yeah, they're like, oh yeah, the debris flies through the air. I'm like, not good for me.
No.
Not
2
good.
hours of rain here it could be detrimental to your health. Yeah.
If I'm wearing a jacket and it's windy and I open my jacket, now it's a squirrel suit, and I'm just like, I'm gone. I'm gone. So I'm terrified. I'll stick with the fires and the earthquakes.
I understand.
Hot air rises. I'm good.
You're good.
I'm low to the ground.
You were worried about your tortoise flying away.
Yeah.
Brad would just.
You
be
have a
out
tortoise?
I have like 100-pound tortoise, like a big one.
Yeah.
Oh, you should ride him. That'd be great.
Oh my goodness.
Surf him.
Yeah, that'd be like a Lord of the Rings scene where I'm going into battle on the tortoise. Also, I would want to ride the tortoise into battle because then everyone that's riding horses and other animals, you get there first.
Too fast, yeah.
I come in there at the end. Hey,
We
what
did it,
happened?
guys.
I got to tell you, I have this tortoise that I go out and hang out and feed and all that, and I'm so much bigger. I'm 6'3" almost.
I know.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but I wonder what it'd be like for you to stand in there, like almost like would you be not scared, but would you be concerned? I mean, a tortoise isn't going to do anything, but I mean,
Not for a tortoise.
yeah, I know.
Give me
but
something
still
scary.
a very large animal.
Yeah, but unless I'm unless I lose my legs, I can like take 2 steps back and I'm fine. Unless it's one of those tortoises that's like the Carl Lewis
Speedy
of
one?
tortoises.
No, you're good there.
No, he's fine.
How's fatherhood?
Dude, I love it, man.
Yeah, it's the best thing, right?
It's best.
How old is your child? 4 already?
4, which is great. I love it
Yeah.
because like 4 is like
Wipe their own butts.
yeah, they can do stuff by themselves now. She says things like "Daddy's silly," and that's like, oh, that's the best. And like you make her laugh, and it's awesome. So I love being a dad of my child. School drop off. I hate school drop off. It gives me anxiety because like I go to school drop off. Every kid, I'm there like 3 days a week, but every kid every day still stares at me and goes, why does that kid have a beard? And I was like, damn it. Like, there's one kid, whenever I show up, I want to punch this kid in the face so bad. This one
You're
kid,
allowed to.
whenever I show up, he just goes like, oh, look, it's not real, Dad.
Oh.
That's what he says.
What does that
Not
mean?
real, Dad. And I'm like, I will finish in my wife right now in front of you to prove to you that I am real, Dad.
Not real dad.
Yeah,
what a little bastard.
Yeah, he calls me not real dad. I want to punch this kid
What
in
a
the
jerk
face.
off.
It's not good. But
Can I give you a piece of parenting advice?
Yeah.
Something that everybody has probably already said to you, but I just want to repeat it again.
Okay.
It goes so fast.
Yeah.
It goes like my daughter is 11 now, and she's at the age where she's starting to not like me anymore.
Yeah.
That's a rough time to go through. So enjoy every second that you can.
Yeah, I'm trying, man. Okay, so yesterday, so I've heard stories from comics that like, and then you leave and your kids don't want you to leave, and it's
that's got to be tough.
really heartbreaking. I hadn't gone through that until literally yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yesterday, I'm at the airport and my wife calls me, and I told her if my daughter ever misses me, call me.
Right.
Like, thankfully, we have FaceTime now. Right now, we're good. So we hop on the FaceTime, and my daughter just goes, "Daddy, why you're not here?"
Oh.
And I'm like, "Oh, well, Daddy has to go to work." She's like, "Yeah, but why you're not here?" I'm like, "Well, first of all, speak English." The second thing, no, but like that was like,
I know.
I wanted to
But I will tell you, they do get to an age where you get to go. Do you know that bike that you got? Remember when Daddy took you to Disney World? Well, Daddy's working, and that's what gets you to Disney World. So shut it.
Yeah, you want to know the week we spent at the Disney Resort in Hawaii?
Right.
That's because of Daddy.
Yeah, exactly.
That's because sometimes Daddy has to go to work. But I've found out, and like you just you go, you do the work, but then when I'm home, it's like be home and be there and do everything you can.
Yeah.
And if she wants to have a tea party, then damn it, you have a
tea.
damn tea party. She wants to watch Frozen for the 900th time. Cool. I will lay on the couch. I will have her lay on my chest, and I will watch Frozen. I was Olaf for Halloween. Why not? I was Olaf for Halloween. It was great.
I found a picture of my time thing the other day where there's me watching football and my daughter was doing my nails. I'm like,
Perfect.
All
That's
good.
the day. I don't care. That and like I'm just like people are like, yeah, but like you're in sports and stuff. Didn't you want a boy? And I go, nah, because I've hung out with boys.
Yeah.
They're dumb.
Yep.
They're really dumb.
I got one of those too.
And they're trying. Boys are just constantly trying to kill themselves.
Yeah.
My daughter's like, cool. I can sit here and play with my Frozen toys, and I can have a tea party, and I can watch. I'm like, this is easy.
Best ever.
This
Easy
is
thing.
amazing.
Yeah.
This is cool.
Brad Williams is here with us. Brad is. It doesn't even matter because the shows are sold out.
Yeah.
Brad, but put him in the list of anything he wants for the future because there have been plenty of comedians who, once they start moving to theaters and selling them out, have not come back to us anymore. Sebastian Maniscalco. I mean,
I don't come back to the Mike Calta Show.
Do you know he doesn't know how to swim?
What?
Yeah, he's taking swimming lessons.
Good for him.
That's the one reason why I want to have him on the show is to ask him about not being able to swim. But not only that, but he's amazed that other people do know. You know how to swim? He's amazed other people know how to do it.
I had to learn how to swim because I got a fat head and then a fatter butt. So if you throw me in the pool, I'm like a rap video hoe, just like face down, ass up. Like
you know what? I would imagine you like a buoy.
Yeah, well the butt floats,
right?
But the skull is bone. That sinks. So I had to develop some arm strength to make this head go above water.
Can I be really honest with you about something?
Yeah.
When I'm not saying this to be politically correct. I don't. When I'm talking to you, you just seem like regular dude. I don't know. But then when you wave your little hands around, I'm like, oh yeah, he's
that
small.
does it. Yeah, because I keep the hands on the table.
Yeah,
you're like, yeah, he's a dude. I sit just as tall because I have an average size torso.
Right.
Average size other things. Too.
Average in relation to your body, or average is in relation to a man your age.
Here, I'll say the same thing. I don't think that I'm overly impressive,
right?
But I'm the only man in this room that can say it hangs down to my knee. So
touche.
That's a fun party trick.
I can back you up on that one.
Yeah, but then every now and then it's like I throw my arms up, and you're like, oh, they barely go above his head.
Do you know? We had one of the funniest moments ever on the show when Brad was here and John Heffron was here.
Yes.
But Brad, I still think the funniest story to ever be told on this show was when the guy broke into your house.
Yes.
Will you please
I'll tell it
revisit
again.
that just in case for the people who don't know this?
Yeah.
This is, I'm telling you right now, it must be 10 years. This is the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Okay. So this is back when I was single and I was living alone, and I got an alarm system. I was in this little townhouse. And but it was like a few levels, and I'm up at the top level.
Right.
Alarm goes off, and I'm like, oh crap! The alarm goes off. I know it's not
immediately
a false alarm.
scared. Oh, I was gonna say, do you think it's a false alarm?
No, because I'm like, oh, this is something. And then I get up and I sleep in my boxers, so I'm like, all right, I don't have time to put on my proper ninja suit. Okay, so like tactical gear.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. So I'm looking around. I'm in California, and I'm not a gun guy, so I don't have guns. But I wish I did then.
Yeah.
But then, so I'm looking around, and I was in my mid-20s, and I had this like phase where I was. It's kind of ironic because I married an Asian woman, but I was like really into Asian culture.
Right.
You know, like I think every white guy go
we all had nunchucks at one point.
Yeah, we all go through a little bit of a douchebag phase where we're like, this is the Chinese symbol tattoo
Right,
for
exactly.
peace and happiness. I'm like, I bet it is. So I had these two samurai swords on my dresser, and I was like, well, that's what I got. Okay. So I grabbed the samurai swords, and I run downstairs. And I'm still in my boxers.
And you have both of them, and one in each hand.
Both in my hand. Yeah. And so I'm just running down with these samurai swords which in my hands look amazingly huge.
Yeah.
And then I get down there, and there's a guy. He's like yanking my TV. He's trying to get the TV off the wall.
Right.
And I just yelled at him like, "Get the F out of my house!" And then he just bolts, and he runs away. And it wasn't until he left that I realized, oh my God, in this guy's mind, he broke into a house, an alarm went off, and then a dwarf with swords runs out. He's like, what security system is this? Like, what kind of booby traps are... Like, this is like the Home Alone house to another degree. If like they have dwarves with knives just running at you.
My God.
Guarantee he turned his life around.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm out of this. I'm not doing this anymore.
the thing that terrified me is that once he left, I'm like, if he tells his friends, no, that's the house that has ninja midgets, naked ninja midgets that run out. There might be more friends who be like, all right,
I gotta take a shot.
I gotta go see this. I gotta
take a look at
Indiana Jones.
By the way, great name for a band, Ninja Midgets.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Are you telling me, dude, there's a band. Okay. I love this band. They're my new favorite band. There's a band, they're an Italian metal band.
Okay.
Which sounds like, hey, we're doing this band. Yeah, hey, death to all. It's not that.
It's a compliment.
They're an Italian metal band. They're called Wind Rose.
Okay.
Wind Rose. Every song they do is about being a dwarf. Every song. But it's like the Lord of the Rings type dwarfs.
Oh yeah.
So it's all about like mining and smelting. They have this song called "To Be a Dwarf" that slaps.
Dude.
Really?
Oh my God!
Their number one song is called "Diggy Diggy Hole."
Yes, Diggy Diggy Hole.
Just paint stripes on a dog or something.
Let's go.
That's so funny.
I love this band.
Holy cow.
Wind Rose. If you're into metal, Wind Rose. Every song is about being a dwarf.
I want to eat turkey legs and drink beer from a stein. Listening to this. Yeah.
And they're selling out stadiums.
Yeah. Oh, that's so
They're
funny.
doing arenas.
Are any of them dwarves?
No. None of them.
Why would they be?
They dress up in like medieval type, like garb and armor,
right?
And they come on stage, and like I've DM'd them. I go, what do I have to do? What do I have to do? I want to be in a video.
Oh, they gotta shoot their when you shoot another special, they gotta play you on.
Oh my God!
They must crush at Renaissance festivals.
No man, just the whole concession stands is just turkey legs and mead.
Why when the alarm goes off, the first inclination isn't to hide?
Dude, I like that was my first place. I had just gotten a little bit of money.
Yeah.
And also I just come out of a sleep, so I'm not thinking clearly.
Right.
Like it's weird because now I would have the same inclination, but not because I'm smarter or dumber or anything. It's just because now I got a kid to defend.
Right, now
although my wife's a damn martial artist, so I don't have to go. I don't have to go downstairs. I just bump her and go.
Yeah, your turn.
Some stuff happened.
Yeah.
It's always her turn. It's never. You have a trained weapon, and then you have a dwarf comedian.
Yeah.
Which do you send?
Dude, that's so funny. Your kid's gonna get both your powers.
Dude, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. This is great, man.
Yeah, my she's 4, and my wife's already like teaching her like how to like escape certain things and block. And
that's
just
good.
Like,
Get them young. Yeah.
Go. And I'm teaching her punchlines. I'm writing roast jokes. I'm like, okay, so when this kid makes fun of you, this is what you say.
Yeah. You lock him in the arm and go, not so funny now. Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Now, where are you playing? Tampa Theater?
Yeah, I'm doing Tampa Theater tonight. Both the shows. There might be we may release some tickets, but it's pretty much sold out, both shows.
Good for you.
It's awesome, man.
Yeah. I mean, you've come a long way. You really put in the time, and I hope you're enjoying the success because to come here and sell out 2 shows at a theater is great.
It's great, and I played Side Splitters in Tampa.
Yep.
I played the Tampa Improv in Ybor City. I rode a rooster on stage.
That's the spot to do it.
Freaking Wind Rose. But yeah, they're great. They're great clubs and always had awesome fans here. And now it's like we're doing theaters.
Yeah.
It's nuts, man.
Well, that's awesome, dude. I'll tell you. I know my brother-in-law called me one time and he was like, you should have on your show. You ever see Brad Williams? I'm like, yeah, he's been on the show like a dozen times. Of course. But people love your comedy, man. It's you've been a good staple in the comedy world for a long time.
Thank you. Yeah, it's 20 years to be an overnight success. But the thing, and I was talking to your producer outside about it, is COVID like kind of helped comedy. You know, like
in what way?
In short term, it was horrible because we couldn't work.
Right.
Long term was good because everyone was locked inside.
Oh yeah,
they just got clips, and then they just were consuming comedy.
Yeah.
And that's when a lot of my stuff started blowing up. Like my first 2 specials, Fun Size and Daddy Issues, were released in 2015 and 2017, and all the clips from those went like re-viral. Like people were just discovering
new
them.
Stuff, yeah.
And then it went nuts. And then we started adding shows at clubs and selling out shows. And then this year we moved on to theaters. At the end of the year, I did the math. I will have hit 109 cities.
Wow.
So
Good for you.
Going.
Good for you.
I'm going to Australia next week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Have you been there before?
Yeah. Talk about a lot of things that can kill me.
Yeah.
There's spiders there that are the size of me.
Yeah.
This is going to be like a scene from Stranger Things. This is going to be
it's funny.
It's going to be nuts.
Who do you hang out with? Like, who's in your comedy world?
Chris Porter.
Yeah.
Adam Ray.
Adam Ray was in here for the first time this year. Very funny.
Very funny.
Lunatic.
Dude. Great guy. And then
Josh Adam Meyer was here for the first time.
Yeah.
Adam Ray is the guy who does Dr. Phil. And all those. He's great. Yeah.
Yes. And then I'm friends with Josh Adam Myers too.
Yeah.
Crazy dude. Love
I just knew I was wrong when I saw Galvin's eyes get all. He was like, he looked like a dog that heard a sound off. Yeah.
But yeah, and Andrew Santino.
Yeah, I love that dude.
Yeah, right. Cheeto
is when last time I was in LA, I hung out with him, went to dinner with him, and he is just one of those genuine dudes. Like, I really like him a lot.
Yeah. So like, it's funny because me and Cheeto will talk, and we just kind of look at each other like, dude, you're a ginger, I'm a midget. No one thought that we could do this.
He's real ginger. I mean, he's more orange than you expect when you hang out with him.
Yeah, like his hair is the color of Trump's skin.
Yeah,
like that's it's that orange.
I'm looking at you for the past 40 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Don't you think we kind of look like a little bit?
We just have big foreheads.
No, but you got almost like we got the same facial hair. We both have long heads. You got a little bit of butthole eyes too, like I do.
Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me?
Seeing you
this
and me.
This is when someone goes, you know what celebrity you look like? I'm like,
at least I gave you a full size person.
I'm happy for that. Because normally people go like, you know who you look like? Vern Troyer. I'm like, no, I don't.
Not even close.
Not even close. So I'm at least glad that it's not just like a fellow little person. But
no, I feel like you're the small, medium, and large of me. Yeah. Listen.
Yeah, you're the first Russian doll. I'm the last one.
Right, exactly. Nest and me. That is great.
Yeah, there's like 3 others in the middle. The one I get all the time, which like I don't see any of these, but if you look through my Instagram comments, I get when I'm doing a special and I have my hair like slicked back and stuff, I get little Ricky Gervais, and then I get the dude from Always Sunny, Rob McElhenney. I can't pronounce his last name to save my life. I get that one a lot, and then
really, I see that a little bit.
Those are the 2 I get. Which I've now heard that it's gotten back to Rob, and he's not thrilled about it. He's like, "Really? I look like a dwarf."
If we could fang out your teeth, you'd be Ricky Gervais for sure. That'd be great.
Okay, yeah. You guys have those too.
Incisors, that's so funny. Well, it could be worse.
Oh, could be way worse.
Yeah.
I don't know what names to say without offending people. But
look at him in the face, and then look at my face. Do we look similar?
I don't see it at all.
No.
Thank you.
Maybe I just wish I looked like that.
I don't see it at all, really at all.
But whether we look alike or not, we're both doing well. We both outkicked our coverage.
We did all right
in terms of the women in our lives. Which, by the way, so there's a lot of like with Trump getting elected, there's a lot of people that are scared for women's rights and they want equality. Ladies, I'm going to tell you one place you never want equality is you don't want a guy or a girl to come up to you and look at your male husband and just be like, wow, lady, you really outkicked your coverage with this guy. You don't want that.
That's true.
Mike, you and I,
we hear it all the time.
We hear it all the time. Yeah. And by the way, for a dude, compliment. I love knowing the fact that my wife is hotter than me.
Right.
Love that.
Definitely, I'm proud of that fact. You're right.
Yes.
I've talked about that before. It is quite the insult when somebody says that to you, but we, as men, we take it as a compliment.
Yeah, don't care. That just means I overcame all this.
Right.
And did all
I have had a lot to deal with, and I still did okay.
But try to do that to a woman.
That's
try
true.
to walk up to a woman and be like, wow, this guy is, holy crap, this guy is so much hotter than you.
How did you get this guy?
Like, can you imagine, like, anyone being like with, like, I'm trying to think of, like, who are the hunks nowadays? Like Chris Evans, Captain America or Michael B. Jordan, and just being like, you. I mean, you're a troll. And then look at this dude.
I do that, though. I go to my, I'll say, dude, why is he dating that girl? And she's like, well, he's no prize. And I'll go, yeah, but he's famous. And she'll be like, well, I don't know. Maybe he loves her. I go, what are we talking about?
What are we talking about? Love. It's fine.
Brad Williams, great to see you. Thank you so much for getting up early and coming in here, even though your shows are sold out.
Dude, there are only a few radio shows left in this country that move the needle, whose fans are awesome. They're still dedicated. They're still listening, and they still roll and ride with that host. And your fans are awesome. They are great that way.
They are.
So, like, trust me, there's a Chuck and Stuck in the morning, and I'm not doing those. Hey, everybody, all right, we got a midget in the studio, and now we're ring a cowbell for 35 straight minutes. We're gonna play auto insurance and commercials. Yeah, we're gonna do all of that. And, like, there's plenty of radio shows that do that,
right?
And you guys don't do that.
No.
Thank.
No, there's not a cowbell in sight. We don't even have a megaphone.
I don't.
Hey, everybody, it's Brad Williams here.
I don't walk in. You're just like, it's a dwarf. Like, it's none of that.
No,
we're good.
Yeah.
It's just hanging out. Good people, good fans, great listeners, and dude, even though I'm all sold out this weekend, I mean, I'm gonna be coming back.
Right.
All right. I'll come back. So just follow me on social media, and then you'll find out when those next shows are.
At Funny Brad.
At Funny Brad on Twitter and Brad Williams Comic on Instagram. Just posted a video with two smoking hot chicks at a driving range, and before you're in the comments like, "Oh, does his wife know about this?" She took the video.
Yeah.
Okay, she's
Don't you love that?
I love
people will be like, I'll talk to her like Bam's wife. I'm clearly flirting with her and telling her I do dirty things to her, which I 100% stand by it all. But everybody's like, yeah, but your wife. I'm like, I'm on the radio. I know everybody. My parents can hear it too, Stupid.
I did a video. I'm a big Denver Broncos fan. Save your tweets. So like I went to a game last year where they put me up on the jumbotron and I was like dancing and going nuts.
That's awesome.
It went pretty viral. It was passed around the NFL circles, and I have a friend who's sitting next to me who's an attractive lady.
How dare you?
And there were people just like, does his wife know that he is friends with attractive women? Yes!
It's weird.
She knows.
It's weird how people are so concerned with things that are none of their business.
Crazy. It's like, I'm allowed to like sit. By the way, never is my arm around. Never am I grabbing a boob. I'm not like getting cut like, like
I gotta be honest, you probably could do it without us seeing it anyway.
Hell, if I grab one boob, that's like the most successful OnlyFans video ever, and I'm rich as hell. So I should do it. You know what? I'm gonna start a Brad Williams feet OnlyFans. Just my feet. Because my feet are disgusting. They're hobbit feet. They're horrible. I got hair on them. But like, they're really bad. But I'm gonna start a Brad Williams OnlyFans just for my feet. And I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take the money from all these creepos, and like, you want me to smash a cupcake? I'll smash a darn cupcake. I don't care.
Do it while that Windrose is playing.
Yes, with Windrose in the background, with Dwarf Meadow in the background. Let's do it. I'm gonna buy a second house. Let's go.
Go see Brad Williams at the Tampa Theater if you can. If not, be prepared for the next time. Go follow him on social media. Brad, you're the best. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
We got to take a break. It's the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone.